His agenda.
You might want to turn that down just a little.
Just a lot. I get it. Stop. What's all these stupid fucking notifications?
No.
We try to be more convenient by having thousands of
We're
outputs.
good.
Did you do the guns yet?
Recording 20 seconds.
Just the one.
Just
Because
the one,
I don't know
actually.
any of the other
Wow.
to fix.
I forgot.
Okay.
Always
I've
forgetting.
been dealing with shit. I forgot.
Always shoveling.
I think
ready
we're
to roll?
working, yeah.
All right.
We're all wearing gray except...
Thank you.
I'm colorblind.
No.
Are you all
except
wearing
you.
gray?
Julie's not in gray.
It's kind of gray.
The fuck?
Amanda's not really in gray either.
We're
I'm
gonna.
That
not
was-
in gray either. So you could really.
We could be
should
the
say
monochrome
two
boys.
Of you are wearing gray. What?
We could be the monochrome boys.
There you go. The Brothers Koval, also known as the Monochrome Boys.
How do you like that?
How
The
did
Holy fuck.
the old misdirection razzle dazzle.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Good times.
get my notes out here.
Bad times with bad people.
Wasn't
Can't-
that a title of ours?
So I wrote down the name Frank Scroat. Can't totally remember who that was, but that name is in there.
Let me see.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Let me
That
was-
do a little search.
That was the Punisher's real name.
Oh yeah.
Remember Frank?
So he said-
I don't know how that's relevant to us, so why you wrote it down, but
We
maybe
just
he was a
got
football player.
demonetized by Disney.
Okay. And there are 13 crimsons on their way to Stillport, don't forget.
What?
What?
There
Oh,
are
yeah,
13
zombies.
crimson heads on their way to Stillport.
Okay.
Oh, are you allowed to say
You
that?
can't call him that.
So, does anyone,
No.
You have to do the recaps, man. We don't remember anything.
We need that guy from Ant-Man to do the recaps for us.
In the ant.
oh yeah, so, here's what happened. Alright, so, last time on When We Were Evil, you had all been asked to fix a sports ball game by the underboss, because this city lives for sports ball, and whoever has the winning team, the people usually like to back them. And the champs had never won a game, so the underboss wanted you, since she owns the champs, to get
This
them.
is a little unrealistic. People would never be that easily and stupidly swayed in politics.
That
Like,
you're right.
that's
That's true.
stupid.
That's true.
Go on.
That's why we're playing a fantasy game. So, in order to
Fantasy.
fix the game, you messily murdered the owner of the enemy team, as well as the main ref. You, Oestre disguised himself as said owner. Astride snuck into the enemy team's locker room, poisoned his Energirade drink with the
We did.
help of her disgusting gazer, who was like
Gatorade.
spitting mucus into it. Which, what effect does that have on a human body? Not a good one, obviously,
Are you
because he
sure?
was retching and vomiting horrifically.
Oh, that was the line for line what caused that.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
assume there's something else involved.
Nope, he did that.
Good.
That's what happens when you drink the mucus
Makes
of
sense.
a gazer. Alex murdered a guard and then snuck into
It's more like self-defense, not
The
really
place.
murder.
He didn't really have a hand in sabotaging, but rather replaced the quarterback for the champs and played in his stead, because that quarterback was kind of a coward. So, with Alex on the field, with the setup and then the fixing of the games that you guys did, and as well as the help of Vondas, who joined Headhunter on the field but wasn't visible, you were able to win the game through many excellent tricks, as well as when the ref finally caught the Headhunter cheating and was about to throw out the red flag, Astride ran down the aisle and commanded her to eat the flag, which she did so readily. As well as, I believe, Astride was manipulating the crowd to start cheering for the
Yes.
champs, which swayed their morale in the right direction. So, at the end of the day...
So there wasn't a mass riot.
Exactly. At the end of the day, the champs won. And if on my scoreboard it says 23-0. So it was a landslide, an absolute shutout.
And when was the
There were a
last
lot
time
of
they
injuries. What?
When's the last time they won?
The champs?
Never.
Champs had never won. They're like basically the Red Sox, where they just super, super suck. So, you did it. It is, I'm going to say you probably had a long rest, and it is now the next morning. And you were told by the underboss that the last couple of things left to do was the merchants, the head of the merchants guilds, which you either need to kill or control, as well as the noble houses, which you need to sway to supporting the underboss.
Yeah, didn't we want to do
Or Jane. as
bank
she-
heist and hit some of the noble people together or something, kidnap one of them,
I wrote it.
blackmail the other, and then
No
heist.
plugs? You gotta like, comment, subscribe, and pay me money.
You gotta like, comment, and subscribe.
What was, say that again?
Did you say come in it?
And then subscribe.
Yeah, so where are we? The hotel?
Yes, you all wake up in the hotel.
Do they have complimentary robes?
Do they have complimentary robes? Yes.
I want to wear that.
Okay, you're wearing a complimentary robe.
And, of course, the
Did you
slippers.
shower all the purple face paint
I
off
probably
of you?
should shower, right?
Probably. You probably...
Still on the bed
I was
spread.
gonna say, I think I went to bed with all that in there.
Vonda suggests for you to take a shower.
Okay, then I'll shower first.
Alright, he's in there watching you. No, I'm kidding.
Thumping
he's
his foot.
he's outside eating snacks.
Cookies.
Yes, eating the
I
leftover
my
stale cookies.
bag of holding is tipped over, and there's just
And
perpetual cookies coming
his
out.
head is in there, just eating the cookies out
You
of
can't breathe.
it. Yeah, he comes out. They're so worth it. And then he goes back in.
Yeah, so Vincenzo, right, is the
Yes.
leader of the Sperazzas.
Yeah, that's the father of the Speranza family. Yes,
So-
these are the noble families, so they're the
We were-
leaders. But
Since they're a crime family, but they keep everything in check, we were gonna
they do now that they live.
kidnap
here.
that guy and do a bank heist on the Lantern Moors and have him with us while we're there, and then we're gonna pin it on him.
Okay, so you're going to rob the. You're going to rob the
He likes to
Coinstar
talk to
Bank.
his penis.
Just had a whole big ass.
The Coinstar Bank.
You're going to rob the Coinstar Bank, the biggest bank in Valinor,
But I don't remember what.
with forcing Vincenzo to go with you,
Yeah, and then
so
we're gonna
that
pin
you
it
can
on
then
him.
implicate him blackmail wise.
Well, he's gonna come willingly.
I mean, maybe.
Willingly.
Willily.
I don't remember what we were gonna do with Benjamin though from the grants.
Benjamin and the Grants, that's a goody person.
Yeah.
There's you're not really gonna find any dirt on him. That family is all about like
Then
philanthropy
we
and
make
helping
dirt.
people, charity, and they are grooming Benjamin to be the next mayor.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the idea then?
To do it to them.
Gotham's knight in shining armor.
We get the Vincenzo family person to kidnap Benjamin. And then somehow plant that into the heist. I remember it was convoluted.
Yeah.
So somehow get Vincenzo to kidnap Benjamin and force both of them to rob a bank.
Well,
Just for the funniest.
we probably do it,
I
but
mean,
then
yeah.
the way it looks like to everyone else is that's what happened.
Okay.
Because there's no way they're gonna just do it.
I mean,
I'm
you
writing
have
it
the
down.
capability to do that, but that's up to you.
It's not like I can just tell people to do things and they do them.
You're right. That's absolutely correct. And then there's also the Lantern Moors, which is a family that only cares about money, but a lot of their money is in the Coinstar Bank.
Yeah, we were gonna hit
as
them
well
in their
as,
wallet.
as well as two other companies that you can hit. But hitting the Coinstar Bank alone won't bring down the Lantern Moors. They're pretty powerful.
I want to check in with Wine and see if he made any of my goodies yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You want to go to Wine and Shop?
Mm.
All right.
I'm not gonna bother changing. I'm just gonna have my robe and slippers.
Okay, you walk into Wine and Shop in a robe and slippers.
I'll be with them.
Oh,
You're
hello.
fine.
Have you come for the mask?
Yes.
All right, now, here's what I've discovered. That this mask, though, is pretty fucking cool. It is very customizable. So, You think about what you might want on it, and I could probably do that for you. But as of right now, it will hide your identity, it will protect your face, and
Ooh, that's good.
it's pretty.
Because my disguises aren't the greatest.
He goes into a
He
goes
shaved
into
eyebrows
a,
and gave himself a gold tooth when he was playing football.
Oh my god.
Shave
No one
his
will
eyebrows.
notice, Alex.
he goes
No.
into like this big like cargo crate, opens it up, and he pulls out this mask, essentially like an army of two mask. It slides up and down here. Actually, I have
That's
it.
great.
I can put it into your inventory.
Oh wow, you're
Um,
like God.
He's what does that even mean? He goes.
God puts things in my inventory.
He says, I call it the SCAD. SCADH. It stands for the Silicone Carbide Advanced Defense Helmet. It's pretty cool, right? And he's
just
looking at you
silent.
very
I want
excitedly.
to pick it up and look at it.
Okay, so it looks basically like
Army of two
it's like
masks.
an army of two masks, and it does like it
And
slides
does it
up
help?
like the contour of your head, and then like comes back down.
Nice. Does that help at all with bullets yet?
You really
Not-
want that, huh?
No, it's not. It's none
And
of
then
the
the rocket boots.
no helmets and masks are going to give you higher AC.
Okay.
They're not going to do anything. It's not going to give you resistance. What this thing is basically a starting template to build upon. And you can add, like, you could get a HUD in it. It has, like, very strong, like, combat glass for, like, the eyes
Nice.
parts.
But no rocket boots.
That's to come.
But no rocket boots. But he basically is saying, I can make this more of a utilitarian sort of thing. You could have a rebreather in there. You could have something to protect from radiation, something to help you see enemy weaknesses, whatever you might want, night vision, things like that. And I can I can do that for you. if
Oh,
you
night
want.
vision would come in handy.
Right, I thought you might like that. Are you there?
No.
Okay.
She's listening in on the conversation though, through Winding's ears.
His special ears.
Yeah, I'll have to think about what I want to do with it, but just for a disguise, that'll work.
Okay, so I put the SCAD Mark 1 in your,
Who's
in
Mark?
your thing. Okay. I'll do that.
And how did he?
Did any of you follow him to the market?
Yes.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted from Winan right now? He does mention, I am also looking over a lot of those plans. There's a lot to go through, but I'm absorbing it. I've been reading them all night, and I'm very excited to get started on.
You know what you
some
have
of
to
them.
start on first, though, right?
What?
You forgot. Don't tell me you forgot. It was the second most important thing next to the mask.
Well, I thought the mask was the most important thing. And he starts looking through notes and shit.
I want to point to the rocket boots.
They're okay. So
It's a hand drawing template that I made.
you made it. Rotted boots.
Yeah, we found this too. It was probably their top secret.
Alright, looks a little ridiculous. Why would you
Why in this
Well,
world is it so ridiculous?
they're the
why would you
scientists.
want rocket boots?
They're the scientists.
How do you even steer yourself? It seems almost impossible.
Your own memento.
Well, do you? It would have to come with like a suit of wings
Nope.
and maybe some. No,
Just powerful rockets. You don't need wings to stabilize.
Well,
if you have
they
enough
seem
force.
unstable, but I can probably give them a shot. Could probably have them built.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do it.
All right. Well, you're gonna test them out then.
Yes.
All right. I'll work on rocket boots. Will be the next thing I start. Unless you have something else for me to work on.
That is the most important thing at the time.
I mean, I don't really know any of the contents of what we gave him, do I?
No, just that a lot of them could be
Useful.
useful like for an army. You know what I mean? There's vehicles. There's like common weapons. There's armor types. There's all kinds of neat shit that would maybe not be beneficial to you guys because you guys are so like top tier. And dangerous and strong and shit, and you rely more on magic. But technology-wise, this could help you out a lot. I mean, dressing some of the goblins up in some of this armor, or giving them these cars, teaching them how to drive them. But things like that, armored vehicles,
How
tanks,
about a
and
drone?
things. A drone?
Like video capability, some sort of shortwave link.
Oh, I could probably make that. Yeah. How big? You want it about this big?
A little smaller.
Smaller?
Size of a
Like this
mosquito.
big?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you make sure it has audio speakers output on it as well?
All right.
It's in the shape of a bee.
Drone
Listen.
with audio ability. I can work on that. Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you gonna pay for any of these? Any chance that you
Okay,
could?
bye.
Didn't I just give you 10,000?
We'll see you.
Oh, I don't think I paid you
You
yet.
never did that. That way, he's gonna need bigger equipment and a
Yeah.
warehouse. If you guys want him to actually pump out lots of weapons,
Tell you what,
he needs a bigger. He can work on these small things for you, but he's gonna need a bigger operation to actually make shit.
we'll get you a government contract if our plans go through as they should go.
Ooh.
Ooh, all right. Shit, it would be legal.
Oh yeah, totally legal, totally above the line.
It's fucking amazing. And I will be your man. I'll get you anything you need. Right under the table. Yeah.
Ew. God.
No,
Guys, get a room if you.
that's not what I.
I'm
That's,
alright.
that's
I'm
not
gonna
what
get
I
going.
that's not what I meant. You go out into the market place. Fletcher.
I saw the numbers.
What in my
The
head?
database going.
Fletcher.
Hey.
You are in this really big city.
Really big?
It's
Like,
pretty
how
cool.
big?
There's a bunch of neat colored flags everywhere, and you're in this huge open market area, massive, and it's surrounded by like an indoor mall, almost in like a giant circle. It's the marketplace and bazaar of Valinor, and there's these big, tall like pillars that have statues at the top. One of them you recognize. One of them is the lady that was on that boat that you guys killed. That Astride cut the head off of.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I remember that. And, yeah, it's just pretty neat.
Does she
you
have
know?
a flag by her?
No, they're not really up that high. The flags kind of are attached to the different poles and then attached to the tents and
What color flags?
different ones. So there is. You're gonna have, I believe it's purple, red, blue, yellow. Okay, there's green, blue, orange, red, yellow, and that's it. Oh, and purple for the champs.
Okay.
And they all have like different symbols on them and stuff. The blue flag has a woman in a sun hat.
Oh, I don't
the
care
green-
about the colors. What does the red one look like, though?
The red one?
That's the only
Okay.
one.
The red flag has a cow skull on it.
How big?
Oh, the flags aren't that big. They're only like this big. They're like little.
Banners.
They're just all over the place. Yeah.
Oh, so
Or pennants, I
tiny.
mean.
How big is the cow head on it?
Not that big. It's imprinted on it.
Okay.
Like
what
big enough
else?
to be like a bandana, maybe.
All right. Standing in this marketplace, what do I smell?
Roll perception.
That's D20. Right?
Yep. Roll a d20, and then you should have a perception somewhere on there.
16 plus 5. So.
Okay. All right. So you stand amongst them. Some people kind of like are noticing you because you're massive, and they seem to be like avoiding you a little bit.
That's fine. They can't avoid me forever.
Nobody's trying to sell you anything, which you see they're doing it to everybody else, but nobody's trying to sell you anything.
Okay, now I'm upset.
And you're a little upset about that.
Yeah.
But they try not to even have eye contact with you, except for people who are dressed up as like guards. They seem to be just watching you. And as you stand there, you breathe in deep, and as you breathe in, there's tons of smells, breads and foods and all kinds of shit, and like kebabs and things being cooked and sold, and spices and perfumes. But amongst it, you smell.
And flesh.
No, there's plenty of man flesh. You smell what smells like
That smells.
a kind of creature that you've seen in this world. They're small. They're nasty, kind of like how goblins are, but they're not intelligent like goblins. They're animals, but goblins do like them.
Oh.
I will sometimes ride them, but a lot of the times they're quite small, so they'll
Yeah.
just keep them as pets. but they can grow a little bit bigger. But there are things called bites,
Mm.
and that's what the folk just like to call them, bites, biters, something like that. And they're essentially these fat little bodies on strong, thick little legs with little like fleshy tails behind them. Almost think like a tadpole with legs, kind of, but not as smooth and slick. They're reptilian, so they have like scales, like thick kind of lizard skin, and no like front arms. They kind of walk sort of like T-Rexes, but their heads are really big, almost like half the size of their body, and they're just big toothy maws, no eyes. And they're blind. They kind of usually smell their prey or feel the vibrations in the ground. And when they hunt, they always hunt in packs. They definitely shouldn't be in the city because they're usually, killed if they get too close to cities.
Okay, so I know they have like pack mentality, right?
Oh, wherever there's one, there's definitely more, and you can smell the hint of their scent.
Yeah.
Somewhere in this market.
Okay, so I want to go that way.
Okay, so you start following your nose, closing your eyes, and as you walk directly into like a stall and just start dragging it with you.
Yeah.
You're like, miss, and you, as like shit's falling off their table, and it bounces off.
Do they not see I'm breathing here?
Exactly.
Okay.
They obviously don't.
No.
And they're like, "Miss, you gonna pay for that? Yes, you are."
I'll knock it aside. I'll knock it back to them.
Okay, you slap like a statue off of a table and it slams. And as you're walking, Alex, you're walking out of Winans and you're making your way across and you get pushed right over, just boom, slam, and you fall to the ground. And you're like,
When you said a stall, I was picturing a porta john, and I was just imagining myself sitting taking a poop while it starts moving.
No. It was like a table with knickknacks on it.
You're not so lucky.
But she runs right into you, and as you hit the ground, your first instinct is like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Rage.
You look up, and you see that it is none other than Fletcher, this massive Amazonian, like, monster woman. Kind of like palish skin, I believe, and kind of like...
No, she's on the darker side.
Oh, darker skin? And like nasty armor, spiky armor, and the tattoos on her face, and the wild mane
When's the last time we saw her?
The last time you saw her
Unicorn.
The tree?
was
Oh,
when,
you were
was
the
when you
unicorn?
needed to
Yeah.
was when she aided you to capture a unicorn to
That's
free
right.
Astride from the court of the Quotal. She was the one destroying the dryads, just tearing them apart. Yeah, and last you saw her, she took a nosedive out of the court of the Quotal, which is up in the sky.
Yes.
And she just, you guys were all like going through a portal, and she was just like, and fell off of a cloud.
Oh, hey, how did you make it here?
I fell. And then I walked.
Well, we got some work to do in the city if you want to
That's
help.
Does it have to do with those things?
What are those things?
Those things.
You know what the fuck she's talking about. She just pointed to nothing.
I'm doing this. This is very important. Motion.
So what is that?
They bite. You like goblins. Goblins will like them. Do you want them?
Sure.
Okay, this way. I'm gonna start leading him.
All right, do you...
As I'm catching up. Oh, hey.
I'll put my hand on your face as I keep going.
She has spiked metal gauntlets, so you're like, there's blades at the end. Astride, where are you? What are you doing?
I'll be back in the hotel.
Okay.
She's having spa
With
day.
Vondas.
Yeah, is
No,
Vondas
if
there? Okay.
Alex always takes the bag of holding with him, and Vondas likes to
Oh, okay.
kind of sit outside of it.
Such a
One
perfect
jerk and he
companion.
suffocates.
Yeah, that's really risky.
He's a fey creature. He's
He's
not
an
worried.
action.
They don't need oxygen.
So you are in the hotel room.
Can babies have water?
What are you doing? Are you gonna check in with your
Good
people,
question.
or you gonna plan?
Still stand by it. They're always drinking milk.
What do I have? Hold on.
It's a serious. Okay. Do you want to know what's going on?
What you are
I
saying?
once had
What?
an honest question. Can babies drink water? And they think that's like the most wildest question ever. All they do is drink milk, so why is that such a far-fetched question?
Babies can drink water.
I get it now. I know they can. I learned.
You're killing your poor brother.
This is years of conversation coming out.
So yes.
Can babies have?
Will they die?
I think we were watching Walking Dead, and it's just dead silent. And they're holding a baby, and the babies have hope. Anyway.
What did they say?
No, everyone started laughing. I didn't think,
You never got an answer.
I didn't think it was that crazy. Well, I kind of knew the answer once everyone started laughing. 'Cause they,
Okay, I get it.
sorry for derailing that right there.
That's fine.
I'm not. That's incredible.
Astrid,
Acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing?
I want to know how I could figure this out in game. How would I logically come to the conclusion to just start including stuff
What do you mean?
to make other things? You know what I mean? Yeah, I put my blood into dead people and they came up. But
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So,
because right now in character, I would never
I will
think
say this.
to add things.
I will say this. Things will resonate with you as you're near them. So as you sit there, kind of contemplating in the room, I want you to roll perception or arcana, whatever's better. Whatever you have stronger in.
16 Arcana.
Big strong
Okay.
boy.
So as you're sitting there thinking, you look to some freshly placed flowers from housekeeping that is sitting in a
From who?
vase. From the housekeeping. When they knock on your door, housekeeping. And it's a vase of freshly placed flowers. These nice, like, purple and blue flowers. And you look at them, and you feel this, like a resonance coming from them. And you get the sense that they, in some way, can aid you. You can do something with that and your newfound power. Exactly what or how, I won't say that you're totally 100% sure. You might have to experiment with it. But keeping flowers with you seems like a good idea.
Okay.
And somehow resonates with the blood in you.
Okay. Alright, then I'll pocket them.
Okay.
And I'll take the vase,
Okay.
but I'll spill out the vase.
Where? On the
Just-
floor?
Yeah, just on the floor.
Okay.
And I'll also take the vase.
Okay. You take the flowers, put them in your pocket, you pour the water all over the floor like an asshole, and then just take the vase. And where do you go?
I'll head back to, I guess where we were the other day. Because there was a graveyard there, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'll head back there to,
Okay.
like, you know how a serial killer revisits.
Yes. You get within about a block.
Excuse
AKA
me,
Astride.
You get to be within about a block of the area,
Mm-hmm.
and it is all cordoned off.
Okay.
Cops are not letting anybody there. You can see.
Okay.
If you get in there, you'd have to kind of sneak past them.
It's not worth it. And what time of day? It's like daytime?
Morning. Yeah.
No, it's not worth it.
Now, the graveyard is massive and stretches a huge length. Are you just trying to get into the graveyard, or did you specifically want to get to the church? Because
First,
the graveyard you can
since
get
I'm
into.
here, what does it look like? What's going on? You know, can I see past it, or do they have it like?
It's like you're like a block away, so you definitely can't see.
Okay.
Like you can't see the church from where you are.
Okay.
What the fuck did you send me? That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome, right?
That's fucking sick.
I meant to send it on Pinterest, but
That's terrifying. I love it. You definitely can't see the church itself. You'd have to get probably a higher vantage point and then look down upon the city
Okay.
in order to see it. But you can see the graveyard. But that's not cordoned off.
At all?
It looks like, so if you start investigating that, you
Yeah.
can see that it looks like a section of it is that's closer to there. Like they're looking for clues in that area, but they can't keep people out of the whole graveyard.
Okay.
They just won't.
Okay.
You know, I mean, the mayor won't allow it.
Then I'll go in to one of the sections that isn't blocked off,
Of the graveyard?
Yeah.
Okay, so like way down the other end, you're able to get, and this is a fucking huge graveyard, so it's easy enough to find multiple different entrances to it, and you're able to make your way in.
I was thinking that was like some Red 9 type of shit.
What?
That armor I sent.
Yes, that's pretty badass. So you were in the Valnar Cemetery. There's approximately like 7 million people buried in the cemetery, and there is
How?
in the cemetery and underground catacombs. The city was old as shit, and a lot of people have been coming to Valnar for.
Hold on, let me just write down
over
in my
200
notes that there are
years.
7 million dead people underground.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
There ain't any more zombies.
Due to war with the other countries and the purge and all that, like a lot of bodies ended up here.
Is the are they open to like public? The catacombs.
The catacombs?
Yeah.
All right, so you make your way through the cemetery and you approach the main entrance to the catacombs. There's one entrance, and as you approach, there does seem to be I wouldn't say like a city guard, like somebody who works for the cemetery, but it's not like it's like under lock and key. But as you approach, they do say like, "Hail friend, what is your business here?"
I'm coming to pay my respects, and I just want to show the flowers.
I want you to roll deceit with advantage because you.
I was gonna say that's really good.
Sitting there holding flowers. Whatever your lying thing is. Deceit.
Deception.
Deception.
You try.
Natural 20 plus 9.
They start crying. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's a fucking 29. Jesus. You have +9 to lying.
Yeah, deception's my thing.
Well, absolutely. I'm just gonna need a name, and they pull out a thing, a piece of paper, clipboard.
Liliana.
Liliana. And your last name is Liliana.
My last. Oh.
Liliana.
.com.
Smith.
Or Lays.
Or lace.
Liliana. Sounds like a
Why?
fucking shitty name. It's the
More
worst.
information.
Liliana is the worst character in the.
Be
Dragon
sad.
Age. What?
Be sad.
Did you just tell him to be sad?
No.
Right. Well then, right this way, and he, allows you in, and not all of the lights have been working down there. So if you reach a section that is dark, just come back up, and we'll have maintenance on it.
Okay.
All right.
Craven.
And he lets you in.
Mm-hmm.
You guys. Sorry if this is the same fucking song.
It is.
Apologize.
It's cool.
We're in town, so you could do something upbeat and
Oh shit.
I'll do-
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time all together.
Yeah. All right. You guys want some?
Yeah.
some
we're
upbeat
about
tunes?
to play Alex Chases Julie's Chasing Little Animals, so I feel like it can be a little out of hand.
Excuse you, I think it's
So
more
we
like
get-
Julie's
get-
helping Alex.
We get back to you guys.
Yeah. Oh my
As
god.
you guys are
perfect.
making your way through the market square, following Fletcher, who is just and kind of smelling the air, you eventually come to where the smell is emanating from,
Yeah. Do I
and
see
it is
that?
a portly man sitting there with, and
Oh.
it looks like he has several like cages with little tiny
Oh.
animals in them. None of them seem to be the animal that you're looking for. It's like these weird little birds, these stupid hamsters, these ugly frogs, these dumb fuck snakes.
Pet food for Bitey's, got it.
You basically.
Yeah.
But he's like, come on, come all! I have mystical creatures from all over the world, fantastical beings. And he shakes his stomach, which is disgusting. But he's like shaking it like he thinks that's like a jolly thing to do. But it's like,
So, yeah.
you're just shaking your body fat.
Discount Santa.
Yes. He goes, come, you seem interested in, hello, how
Where
can I
are
help
they?
you?
Where are the little ones?
Oh, little ones you are looking for. Yes, yes, yes. And he takes his cage and kind of slams it down, and there are these little like lizards in there, and they and it's not what you're looking for. But he kind of scared them when he slammed the thing. But they're sort of nasty looking, and they're like, and he goes, yes, these are a fine specimen of
What are they called?
the spot lizards, and they have spots on them. He goes, yes, spot lizards, very, very difficult, very rare, very
This
rare.
is now canon. This is the old country that Rolf's family comes from.
Yes.
Ed boy,
Yes.
how are you doing?
Oh my god.
Are you interested in my lizards?
Does he have any birds?
I have many birds.
Why did the
now,
voice change?
Now I'm changing it because of you. I have many. Oh fuck! Now I forgot what his original voice was.
I didn't mean to. Come back, Discount Santa.
I have many birds. Would you like to see? And
Sure.
he pulls out this cage,
I
this
tell
taller
you for
cage, with He's like, I have this one.
His voice
Now
got
he's
real
Russian.
deep.
Well, I'm trying to do. What was it? I don't remember what it was. Was it like a Borat?
Go ahead, keep
I
trying.
don't know what it is. I fucking
Closer to
forgot.
That's
Borat,
better.
further from Rolf.
Closer to
A
Borat.
little more
They are
European.
They are spot lizards. Was that closer?
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Oh,
better.
Yeah.
okay. He pulls up a fucking cage. He
Jesus
pulls up 3
Christ.
cages. One of them has like this parrot in it, and it's like got like a hooked beak, and it's and it's like making like coughing noises. And he goes, "That one is very healthy." And he takes up another one. That is a bird that seems to. It's a flightless bird, so it's like kind of like
No
a
wings.
kiwi, but its beak comes to a
Point.
Like a toucan?
like a point, but you see that the point goes like as it breathes, it like
Ugh.
it's almost like a like it
Goes
turns
to-
into a funnel and then it goes back to a point and it goes. And as he goes, watch this, and he like diddles his finger and it goes, and he's like, oh, very good,
They
yes,
can't fly?
very good. No, he can't fly. He's fucking useless.
It just does that.
He screams, and then he picks up another cage with this fucking like sick looking like crow in it, like a raven, but it's got like red like around its eyes.
How much?
For this,
Yes.
I will say it will be. Oh, it's very rare. It would probably be about the 50.
That's horseshit. Where I'm from, they're about 5.
150.
How long have you had this?
For just about a month.
When he's
About a
talking
month.
to him,
Yes,
can I try to
technically
steal
I
it?
owned it for about a month. You want to try to steal this bird
Sleight
that's
of
right in
hand
front of
it.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll sleight of hand with heavy disadvantage.
That's an 8.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Okay, so 2 plus what?
10.
Okay. And as he goes, I owned it for a month. I've only had it here for just 2 days. It is so very special. And your hand goes,
I want to pet it.
and you start, and he takes out this little like dowel and goes and like whips your hand. You're like, "Ow!" And he goes, so no, you do not touch merchandise until you buy it. And he's
Oh, yeah.
wiggling it around in your face.
I look as my
For
like,
100.
I want to try again.
For 150.
I just look at it as like my blonde human self at this
Yes.
point in time. You said a month. I think this belongs to my family, sir.
That is impossible. I bought it very legally, or by a trader for over the seas. Very legal
can
here
take-
in Valnar.
I can
There
take
is
this
no
animal with
shady
me,
business.
and there won't be any issues.
What?
Or unless you want us to inform the authorities.
Okay, all right. Look. I don't need you to inform the authorities.
No, of course, you're a businessman.
What is it? We can come to an arrangement. Maybe I say not 150. Maybe I say 100.
25, and we won't come back here.
25. You are rubbing me blind. You are rubbing me blind.
Are there any guards in the area?
I mean, yeah, there's guards meandering. Because of her,
Mhm.
there's probably like 2 or 3 guards actually not far away watching this conversation.
Oh,
Because-
we could go over it there and talk to them.
That does not need to happen. I say maybe not 100, maybe I say 50.
Okay.
Very good, very good. Here you are. And it's like
Alex,
he
I
kind
wanna
of slides the
give you a
cage
look
over.
when I give him the money. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Have fun with your
No.
bird.
I want to walk behind, like, to the side of him. How, I'm obviously, oh, that's what I want to look for. I never directly handle the animals on my family side of the business. What would you recommend feeding these? Alex, make a move.
I'm gonna try to pickpocket the cash from his pocket.
Okay, I want you to roll sleight of hand with advantage because he is helping you and distracting you.
That's a 2. Whoa, and another 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it fucking
So
sucks.
that's a 10.
A 10 to try
Yeah.
to steal him? Hold on. You're pickpocketing him, right?
Yeah.
15. Nope. So you go, and to reach your hand towards him, and he was with the dowel again. And he goes, now I will contact the authorities if you do not knock this off. Yes, ma'am. You're being very rude. Enjoy your bird. Bye-bye now, forever. Bye-bye. You still smell them on him.
Yeah.
They're just not here.
Just on. Okay.
Fletcher, is this what you wanted? Just look at these little animals?
No, we're the ones that bite.
I'm just holding my bird.
Your bird has the same expression you do.
Incredible. I love this animal more
What
than
kind
my
of
own life.
bird?
So, like I said, it's like a crow. It's like a big fucking raven, but it's got sort of like this red,
Like the
sort of
white one?
underneath its eyes. What?
Like the big one in his.
It's not as
Castle?
big. That one's like fucking 2 feet long. That's like a huge fucking crow. This thing's like a normal,
Just a big crow.
like a big raven sort of.
It's not a huge
But it's-
one.
but its beak-
It's just a big one.
But its beak, the like if you open its beak, the inside like ridge is like sharp. It's got like a sharp, like jagged sort of beak. Its talons look particularly nasty. It's definitely a predatory bird. No idea what the hell it is.
I
He
know
doesn't
what it
know what
is.
it is. On its thing. What?
I'm not going to spoil
It's not a
anything for
D&D
myself.
bird. I'm creating it right now, so you're not gonna find it.
Yeah, I will.
But it okay.
Oh.
But on the tag it just says black bird like on the side. Because I have no fucking idea what it is. But it is definitely looks like it eats like meat. You know what I mean? It's a predatory bird, and it's got a little bit of like a tuft of black hair that's sort of like feathers that sort of shoot out from the top of its head. Looks kind of like a spiky little like mohawk kind of, but like goes backwards. Yeah, just a badass looking like little, I guess a weird mix between. Nah, just like a nasty looking fucking crow, like a nasty raven. And what? So no, you did not steal from his pocket.
I asked where the bitey ones are.
His face kind of drops when he said, "Well, I don't.
No.
We do not sell those things here, madam. They are illegal to trade because they are far too dangerous. And we
He's
do not sell
lying.
them." Excuse me?
You're lying.
I will not be called a liar in my own establishment.
Establishment.
Unless...
Can we use it?
Can I intimidate him?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a D20, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's an 8.
Do you have... Look, you have +4.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
8 altogether.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, it's
Oh no, you
4
rolled a
plus-
4? Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
This guy's a good salesman.
What are you doing to try to intimidate him, I mean?
She's going to...
I will say, hold on, roll again, because I'll say she gets advantage
Okay.
on, like, normal people.
That is 9 plus 4.
9 plus 4?
Mm.
That's better. So what are you doing to intimidate him?
I want to... You said he's kind of like dirty and big? Or is
I
he
would say
not
he's
dirty?
dirty. He's just
Okay.
he's slovenly. He's fat. And,
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
Okay.
his clothes are very clean and nice.
Alright,
And
and-
he's got like rings and shit on his fingers. He
Alright.
looks.
Compared to dealing with the animals, he's just the seller at the moment from
Yes.
his appearance. Okay.
No, he's definitely not the one that wrangles them.
Okay. I want to step around the table and get over to him, and I want to very gently put,
We're just hustling this guy.
and I want to look him very close in the face and whisper only so he can hear, "I will unhinge my jaw and eat you alive."
You
She
you
will.
don't hear what she says, but you see Fletcher and kind of delicately lean down to this man into his ear, and you see his face, like he seems kind of scared at the sharp claws. He looks over at like the guards, and then you can tell when she starts to speak, he
Can I try to pickpocket him again?
With advantage.
With the guards watching
That's
us.
a 14, and that's a 5. So 14 plus 8.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
As
old
you-
today.
As you do that, and you get a little pouch of coin, you just took $200 from him.
Nice.
So $200 worth of gold.
Can I
Write
get
that
25 back?
I'll give Jeff 20 back. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna give him the whole pouch.
Ah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
got a
I'm
bird.
working back on my 10,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a couple thousand from him.
As you do that, he goes, okay, all right, look, I know where they might be. I don't have them here. I
Where?
only get basically the scraps. Look, I don't run this operation, okay? If you check out warehouse 12, warehouse 12, yes.
I
Okay.
want to inhale right in front of his face and tell him, I have your scent, so if you're lying to me, I'll find you.
Oh, sweet fucking Jesus. And you hear, excuse me. And you let go of his fat face as he's just sweating
I'll
profusely.
gently pet his face as I look over.
And you look over.
Like a lover would.
So you as you look over, are you trying to make it look like it was all... Alright, I want you to roll performance with disadvantage because you look like a
That was
fucking
an
monster.
18.
Well,
Yeah,
with
It's
disadvantage.
18,
Because
and
you
then
look like a
another...
monster.
That's what? A
3?
3?
Yeah, there we go.
God damn
That's...
it, Joy.
Plus negative 1.
Get
So you go-
readable dice.
You go, you turn and you put on like, and you smile and you have sharp fucking teeth as you go.
It's only right.
And rub down his face and your claw like cuts his face. And he's ah, and he kind of shrieks. And the guards, one of them pulls out a sword. Another one goes for his holster for his firearm, and the other one goes, all right. We saw what was going on over here. You give us the pouch. You let go of him, and you put down the bird. You're all coming with us.
Sure, he's selling exotic birds.
He stole this bird.
I don't give a fuck. Put the bird down. Put the money down, and you're coming
just
with
paid
us.
I'll make a
that.
run
I
for
just
it.
paid for this bird.
You're running.
Yeah.
I paid for this bird.
So you just start hauling ass, and one of the guards goes, "Hey!" and starts chasing after you. The other two stay here. They're like, "All right, you two."
What do they look like? Can you describe, like, how big they are or what they're carrying?
Not necessarily very big. I would say the one who doesn't have his sword out is probably as tall as Jeff. The other one who does have his sword out is probably as tall as Alex. They're both a little bit stockier. One of them looks like a little bit pudgy. The one who took his sword out is
I
like
guess this is how
they're
it's
not
gonna go.
necessarily like fit battle people.
Yeah.
You know, they're not soldiers. They're the guards of the city. So they're not in bad shape. They're just they don't have to be at peak physical condition like the soldiers and shit do.
The music?
It's perfect.
Did you throw out my burger?
No, it's in the fridge.
It's in the fridge. Go get it.
So you can forget it later.
Go do it.
No, I'm just gonna forget it later.
What were we
All
doing,
right.
Fletcher? What's
So-
the move?
We're gonna bring you guys in. You understand?
I bought this bird.
I understand, sir. Put the bird down.
No.
No,
Because you're
absolutely not.
because those that you were with also just strong arm robbed that man. I watched it happen.
Guilty by association.
I didn't
Okay.
take anything.
You
What?
cut his face. She cut my face and they robbed me. She cut my face and she said she was going down the Hydro John.
Accidents happen.
She said she was going down the Hydro John, swallow me whole. Like, oh, okay.
I can't do that. I'm clearly human.
Calm down, guy. All right, look.
Get
Come with
your shit
us.
together.
Come with us. We need to question you about your friend who ran off, and we'll get this all sorted
He's
out.
not
You
my
ready?
friend.
And one of them, the one who didn't pull out a sword, pulls out some manacles, like handcuffs.
Oh, okay. No,
Put out
that's...
your hands. Come on.
Manacles, that's
All
a
right,
big
can
word.
I grab Tubby and throw him at the guards?
The one who has the sword out?
No, well...
That's the tubby one.
No, I mean, like, the vendor and throw him at the guards.
Sure. Roll
I get
strength.
ready to run and I'm holding the bird to my
Sure,
chest.
roll strength. Have you leveled your character up, by the way?
I don't know. She is...
See a bunch
No.
of crossed out numbers.
I don't know. 11 or 13?
14?
Okay,
Plus?
you're on par with everything.
Okay.
I don't know if you've actually upgraded
Hold
any
on.
of your stuff yet, though.
So I
Her
have
equipment's
17.
probably-
17? You got a
Throw.
17?
Yeah, it's a strength throw, right?
Yeah.
Wait. No, 12. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's the big one.
Did you roll your dice?
Yeah, that was an 8 plus 4.
An 8 plus 4? Okay. So you grab him, and you can't really like lift him up and throw him.
That's okay.
At first you're going to, and then you're like, oh shit, and you look at your piece of paper that's in your armor, and you tuck it back away, and you go, ah, and like make it sound like it's really strained, which is really weird to hear. And you do still fucking throw him though at one of these guards. And he the one with the sword goes, oh shit, just to not stick him, and goes, and he fucking eats shit, and the other guy...
What does the other guy with the things do?
The guy with the manacles? The guy with the manacle goes, alright, and he takes out a club and just starts hauling ass for her.
Can I cast Animate Object and make them get him?
The manacles?
Yes.
Please
Oh
do.
shit, okay, yeah, alright, that's fine. That's not even like that's just a spell, right?
Yeah, I don't think
you roll for it at all.
Nope.
So you use the spell, so knock it off on your thing. So you just, and as he goes, alright, and comes after you, has the manacles in this hand. The manacles bite onto his wrist, and he goes, what the fuck? And then bite onto his other wrist. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? And then he ran to you already. Yeah. So he's like, he's just kind of surprised, but he's standing sort of right, like, his head like chest level to you. And he just, because you're massive, so you're just standing there looking at him.
Yeah, no, I'll just push him over.
Strength, again.
11 plus 4.
Okay. Whenever you rage, by the way, you get advantage on all strength stuff.
Yeah.
So you just poof, and he fuck, and slams onto the ground. And he's like, what? Fuck. And the guy who gets the fat guy rolls him off and has his radio, and he goes, we're gonna need backup in the marketplace?
No.
What do you guys do?
Are you running?
Let's run.
Okay, is the bird that doesn't have wings, how big is that, by the way?
Not that big. It's like the size of, it's like that. It's like the
It's
size
perfect,
of a
I'll take it,
kiwi.
run.
I think he has wings. I just said that.
No, it doesn't have,
Oh, okay.
it is wingless. The Auga bird is wingless.
We just robbed this man of birds.
So you now have two birds that you're running. You're running with one that's still, but definitely giving away your position, and you're running with this one that's even though the thing is shaking, it's just kind of like, and one of its legs grabs onto the side of the cage to just sort of like steady itself as it's.
Is that your brother?
Like looking around, and you see its like head is kind of down, its feathers are ruffled. It doesn't understand what's going on. It just knows that there's like action, so it's like kind of
so
ready.
Skulking.
We're holding out in one. Is there only one hotel here?
There's tons of hotels here, but you know which one.
We're
the
holding
Valnar Roost.
I was gonna say the big hotel or whatever. We're holding out at the hotel, but do you want to get to that warehouse first, or do you think we should let this blow over? I know your answer. Why am I even saying that?
Let's go.
To the warehouse. With a shrieking bird.
All right. We'll get back to Alex in a minute. Astrid, what are you doing? You've now descended down into the catacombs. As you start to see, they are not like the catacombs that were in Stillport, because those are more like tunnels those are like smuggler tunnels kind of. This is legit catacombs. This was made for the burial of people, and you can see that over the years it had evolved, kind of like in Rome, where it's like some of it's just sloppy holes in the wall, and then it eventually gets better. The closer you are towards the entrance, the nicer it is. The more like they're actually walls with those like little plaques. Obviously they're built in there. You'd have to like bash it open with like a sledgehammer to get in there. But as you go further and further, you do see that it's this older sort of setup where they're like open holes with like corpses, with bones, all skeletons now. Some of them are wrapped up. Some of them aren't. Think like in Skyrim when you go down into like the Draugr ruins and they're like laying there with like their swords. So you're just seeing these bodies sort of laid there. The symbol of Astride is on every single one, marked on every single one of their tombs to like protect the spirits or whatever.
Is it really big?
It's waiting for it.
Like, is this a massive catacomb then?
It's pretty. It runs.
Does
it
it
only
have
runs
when
under
I go
the
to
cemetery itself?
Yeah, when
it's
I go.
not under the whole city like in Rome or whatever. But
That's fine.
It is still fucking big. There are 7 million people in the
France.
cemetery and catacombs.
When
combined.
I go to the stairs, how many floors are there?
To the catacombs,
Yeah. How much can I go down? You know.
I'm gonna say there's probably only 3 actual levels to
So
the
it's
catacombs.
just massive then.
But it spans out that way.
So it is under the city.
It's only under the graveyard. The graveyard is massive as well. Think, you know the graveyard that's in like New York City? That huge fucking graveyard? There's like one really fucking big one.
Don't talk about Brooklyn like that.
Stop it. It's like that, and then think there's like 3 levels underneath it. So it's just huge.
So what I want to do then is I want to go through it and I want to look to see if there's any like off-limit paths or...
So as you do, okay.
Looks like
on the first floor, no.
Well,
as
wait.
you go down to yes.
Or I want to also look to see if there's any... Like, maybe something used to be there, and then they put up a wall. Something that doesn't look like it necessarily used to be there. You know what I mean?
Like recent construction.
Huh. Okay, I think I see what you mean.
So either something that's obvious, or something that it kind of looks like they constructed this. You know what I'm kind of saying?
Yes. I didn't know that was going to be so loud. So you're kind of looking for shit that's out of place.
I'll just tell you that essentially what I'm looking to see is if, even though you're telling me it's only under the cemetery, are there any paths or tunnels or anything else that connects down here? Not at all.
No. There's only one way in to the catacombs and one way out of the catacombs. But I do want you to roll investigation.
13.
13.
Spells.
On the 3rd floor, so that's down,
Yeah.
the last layer, where the catacombs become old, where their layout was not as cleanly systematic. This is hundreds of years old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk through there, you do find a small, or what appears to be like the size of a door, kind of the shape of a door, but it is completely walled off. There used to be a door here, but it is just walls. They have bricked it up.
So. Okay. So I'll let John know this.
Yes.
In the catacombs, there is something... There's a wall here.
Okay. Is it a weak wall or a fake wall or something?
Well, it looks like there used to be something behind it.
Oh. Okay. What layer of the catacombs?
The 3rd floor.
Understood. Would you like us to investigate this?
Yes. Yes. I want to see what's behind it.
Okay. I can do this myself.
If it's nothing of interest, we could still use it. I want to start tunneling.
Anywhere in particular?
It would take a while, but I would like to connect us to Stillport.
Ooh.
That's quite a ways.
How far is the king? Like the king from here?
Very,
Very, very, very far.
very miles and miles and miles and miles and
It's an
miles.
underground trench war.
You would run into other shit on your way there.
Underneath?
In underground. No, New York. I don't know you. You would probably run into like underground rivers and lakes. You don't know what the fuck's gonna be in your way. That to reach the city from underground would take you years of tunneling, probably. Unless you had like
7 million
like
zombies.
Asshole.
You would start destroying their bodies. Their hands would start being destroyed.
What if
I
we
don't
gave
care.
them shovels?
Ah, fuck, they can use shovels, can't they? Yes, they can. They can use weapons.
Hey, well,
It would still take a very long time.
Yeah.
Forget the guns.
They don't need to sleep, do they?
No.
Door, yeah. That would still take you fucking forever. To get...
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
I'll tell you this. To get to Stillport by doing that would probably take a good while.
That's fine.
To get to Erdengal from that would probably take you upwards of a year
Okay.
to do that. Okay.
That's fine. I still have a place to store my army.
Yeah. Underground fucking tunnels? Sure.
Where does the general store his army?
So you want us to
In his sleeveys.
investigate this and begin works on a tunnel system that leads to Stillport?
First let's see what's behind it, and then we'll go from there.
I will tell you this. None of the people that I have are experienced miners, land movers, anything like that.
Yeah, I know you guys are like kids.
I mean, we're young, yeah, college age, I guess. But look, if you're able to get a hold of anyone that's more familiar with mining,
Like a miner.
like, I don't know, a miner of
Like
some kind.
Gore.
Gore was nothing. He was a butcher. He was
Same
not
thing.
a miner.
Same thing.
A miner of meat.
Dwarves are excellent miners, but that's kind of racist, I guess. Doesn't mean all of them are excellent
Yeah,
miners.
jeez.
A lot of them are really good merchants, too, and warriors. Yeah, I kind of feel bad about that one. But if you're able to get someone who knows anything about this, that would be really beneficial, and maybe we can either force them to help us or sway them to our side. Because the problem is I can build you a tunnel, and I will do this for you, but I have no way of knowing if it'll collapse on us. We don't know anything about it.
Read a book.
But if we have somebody with us who's an experienced miner, we'll probably be good. Put them in charge.
Okay.
We could start looking into it for you if you'd like, and I could try to
Sure.
find somebody.
Sure. I don't know if that's what I'm going to end up doing. I just want to know what's behind the wall.
All right, we'll start with the investigation first, and then I'll bring it to your attention.
Okay.
Would you like this done immediately?
Yesterday.
Yes.
Done. I'm on my way.
Send someone else.
Very well. That'll be done.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I did receive a letter, which is a little strange, but that's the only way that we can receive any messages from Stillport, from my agent. In
How?
Stillport. The what?
How?
Courier. One of my agents,
It's a pigeon.
who made it there and made it back.
Okay.
That city is absolutely fucked.
Cool.
The
Good.
news says that they are beginning to have it under control, but they really are not. The storm is not only
Fake news.
raging. The storm is not only raging out of control, but it doesn't seem to be letting many people in or out of the city. The agent that I sent there said that it was almost like a wall of storm, and he actually suffered some severe injuries, and it was only due to the fact that we trained him that he was able to even survive. So it has seemed to close itself off, and is just not letting anyone enter or leave. The military can come in with armored vehicles, but they are getting ravaged, and this apparently there is a ghost ship that is out in the mall. It doesn't come into town often anymore, but when it does, it seems to rip helicopters out of the sky and destroy military vehicles, and then goes right back out into the storming sea.
That was awesome.
Good boy.
I would love to just picture that.
A fucking terrible
Flying Dutchman just
in the
destroying
middle of
police
like a
helicopters.
hurricane, like the worst hurricane
Mhm.
ever.
Okay. Very good.
Was there anything else you needed?
That's fine. That's everything for now.
Okay.
And then you said the bodies are exposed down here?
Yes, a lot of them are down on the 3rd floor. All of them are.
Okay. Let's start doing this
You
now.
shouldn't let the bodies hit the floor.
All right, so you got a lot of skeletons down here. Not a lot of meaty boys.
Well, I'm looking for
Wash
some
ups.
meaty boys.
You're looking for some meaty boys?
Yeah.
Alright, you're able to find one that's in a sealed stone coffin. And you figure that's probably mummified. That'll probably still have some meat on it.
Okay.
Why is he still so?
I'm getting
But most of them are
juicy.
skeletons.
All right, that's fine. I'll make him and then 4 skeletons.
Capital H.
Okay.
him.
So you create 4 skeletons. They rise up easy enough. And they come over and they push off the thing for you. Because obviously you're not going to do it.
Yeah, right.
So the skeletons push off the top of the sarcophagus.
Meaty guy.
And it falls off. And you do see a more fleshy mummy underneath. Not a literal mummy, but, you know, he's mummified.
Well, I can
So
make
hop
mummies.
around.
Well, I can't make mummies, but you
What's
can
his
make
name?
mummies. He's meaty guy.
So it's just...
No, I
You
made
just
him.
Assume it's gender.
Oh. So you do have one zombie
Okay.
that sits up
Okay.
as the skeletons are.
I want them all to stay down here, and then I'm gonna go back up to the guard.
As you walk away. Okay, you go up. You go up to the man that's, standing there.
All right.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna dominate him.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do? I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. He's a fucking random. So he.
Bull?
No one enters. It's under construction, under investigation, whatever lie you have to tell.
Absolutely.
It's
Essential.
off limits to absolutely everybody except me and the people I say.
Okay, the catacombs are closed due to maintenance for the time being. Absolutely.
And you will stand guard.
And I will stand guard.
Mm-hmm.
And never leave.
And never use the restroom.
Never
What?
use the restroom.
And never use the restroom. What is this?
You're doing your job.
Oh.
I have to use
Stairs
the
out.
restroom.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye, Miss Ash.
What's his name?
Derek.
Put down Donnie the Catacombs guard.
Oh,
What, is there already a
the
Donnie?
guard at the sports ball was Frank Scroat. He's my guy.
Oh.
Is he dead?
No. Is he?
No, he's her guy.
No, he's not.
Okay.
How
He
many-
led you to the locker room. You're
Yeah.
right.
How
Right.
many
Scroat. He was a.
current dominations do you have?
One.
Keep track of them because my notes. It's too hard for me to fucking do it.
Because somehow we forgot who Frank Scrotum was.
8.
Or Scroat, sorry.
What's his name?
Sorry to the screw
Donnie.
estate. Donnie Screw? Oh
Donnie,
no.
Donnie the Catacombs boy.
Dang.
He might be related, who knows?
Oh, I should have named him Catacombs Carl, but that's fine. Donnie the Catacombs boy.
Okay.
Two ships passing in the night.
Alex.
Yeah, we split the party hard.
Yes, you did. Well, he just ran. He bailed on you guys.
I was taking
bird.
care of it.
I wanted to look like I was the thief and that they were innocent because he bought a bird.
Yeah, that was
legitimately.
bullshit.
You were running with a bag of money through the
It's
market.
festive.
through
Wait,
the
is the
marketplace.
spooky music still playing too?
No.
No.
Those drums.
Okay, yeah, the vibration.
You are hauling ass through the market, dodging random people as this guy's like, "Hey, you get back here! Get the fuck back here! Stop!
Just shoot
I'm gonna
him.
cut into an alleyway.
You're a little ways away from an alley because this market's so
That's okay.
huge. As you're making your way through the market, 3 more guards, oh, what the fuck, as they're hearing the commotion, are in front of you. So you can either try to go through them,
What is it
you can
gonna-
try to cut further to the left, further to the right, or go backwards and knock out the guy behind you.
There's, I'm guessing, shops and stands on the side.
Yeah, I think like a big,
I'm gonna use a tent to jump up onto the rooftops.
Alright, I want you to roll acrobatics.
Can I retcon something?
Sure.
He has to tell me if anyone tries to get in there.
Is the 25? Is the 25 good?
Yeah,
do a
that's
cartwheel.
good. You as you run, they're like, hey, and one of the guys dives for you. You jump off of his back and hop onto one of the like thicker like kind of carnival tents and start like making your way up there. And they're like, what the fuck? And you get to the top of the tent. You can kind of see the upper sort of structure of this giant marketplace, and they are like roofs are connected and things like that for stalls. Not all of them look that sturdy, And there are like big ropes that kind of attach to the big towers, and they go along the towers and things like that.
I want to look for the most sturdiest route to the direction of the warehouse.
Going to roll intelligence. Just spun in one spot.
Intelligence. Oh, I don't get any pluses. 13.
13? Okay. So you look for a spot. It looks pretty good. You start going. Some of the guards are starting to climb up there after you and start chasing you across the, like, rooftops of these, like, stalls. Some of them are, you know, like, little shacks, kind of. And some of them are just tent, like, fabric things. You kind of, like, slide along and then keep going. I want you to roll acrobatics again.
It's assassin.
Basically.
20.
Fuck. So...
I have a +10 to acrobatics.
What's that good? Okay, as you're running, you hop over one that looks particularly, like, weak, and keep going. At one point, you jump, you grab onto a thing and swing across a gap. The guys that are chasing you, one puts his foot right through the thing that you jumped over, and he and falls in, and you hear... And he's like, ah! And you
Snakes?
So like a deep fryer.
Oh.
You're like, ooh! And the other guy goes, holy fuck! And he misses the part that you like swung across. He goes, fuck! And just falls straight down into like the
Sharp
concrete.
Knives Factory.
And just
Knives factory.
and hits the concrete.
Followed by the
There's
saltwater
some more down on the ground that it seemed to be chasing you. And they're like, get the fuck down! They're not trying to kill you because you just stole something. And you run into a luau.
I grab a tiki torch or a tiki drink.
You run,
Pina
and
colada.
you make your way through like a like a Hawaiian stand, and you grab a drink, and then you have a fruity drink. Because it tastes
the pulp is coming down my face.
and you're left with like
He looks like he's
An
rapping.
umbrella.
You're left with like a little umbrella toothpick that like and it opens and shuts, and so you're hauling ass. They're still chasing you. You make it across the rooftops. You get to the edge of the marketplace. There's now like 4 guards still chasing you because you've just gathered more, and you are cutting straight into an alleyway. It's actually the alleyway right next to Winan's shop.
If I make it into the alleyway, would I be able to get into Wanya's shop before they close the distance, or are they on my ass?
It would. I would have you roll a sleight of. I would have you roll a stealth to see if you can like.
Okay.
And get away from them. Just to try to like break the line of sight and sneakily get away.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what
Just
you
run
did.
to the shop and declare yourself a sovereign citizen.
I don't abide by your rules. Stealth 10. Does a 24 succeed?
Yes. Oh well, let me see. Yes.
No.
So you and just and they.
I want to start taking off the bathrobe.
You start like knocking on Winan's
He's
door.
Naked?
I had a bathrobe.
He was wearing a bathrobe.
I want to take off the bathrobe and put on like my normal armor and then a mask over it.
Okay, so you get into this little like snug spot, and there's like a back door to Winan's shop right there, and you see like a little and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing? Open up!" Oh shit! And he
Look at my watch.
and he opens it up, and you hear, I think it was over here, and he opens the door and gets you right inside and shuts it, and they're like, and they keep going, and he goes, that was fucking close.
I had a fuzz on me.
I hate the fucking government. Dude, what'd you do? You steal files? Are they following you too? They're always listening to me, you know that, right? Well, where'd you get that drink?
Someone's always listening to you. I believe that.
I believe that too. Where'd you get that drink?
It's almost like they're controlling you.
Can I have the rest of that?
Yeah. Might be some spittle in there.
Can I have that little umbrella?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's your payment for the mask.
Nice. I like it.
Good.
You want to hang out?
No, I got somewhere to be.
Are you sure? I've got nothing going on. You know, we can hang out.
You should have a lot going on. You should be making my boots right now.
Right. Well, I was in the middle of it, and you look, and he was not in the middle of it.
There's a shoe with a candle in it.
Or a bottle rocket.
There's a
strapped to
dartboard that has your face on it that he's throwing darts at now.
Alright, so I'm in my armor now, my mask on, I'm gonna walk out the front door.
All right. Well, hey, I'll see you later. How's my gun doing?
I do like. Oh wait, did I have a new gun that I don't need his anymore? No, I think
No,
I still
you have a
need
shotgun.
his.
You
Alright.
still need his AR. Anyway, I can get that back.
It's really good. It's really good.
Oh, all right. Well, see ya.
If you make me something better, then you can have this one back.
Well, maybe I'll just if I make something
Nope,
better.
I
maybe
want
I'll-
the better one.
It's the principle.
I'll ask Miss Astride and see what
Yes.
she says. All right.
I'm gonna close the door.
Okay,
behind me.
bye. And now you have your mask, so you kind of look like a mercenary.
Nice.
Make your way. And let's take a break right there, I say, and we will come back to your
No
fucking
breaks.
shenanigans.
No breaks.
Take a break. Go.
Ah.
Oh, my legs.
So I just want you to know.
Yes, it's a lion. This is a new lion.
We'll have our own theme songs.
Recording 1,
You don't want to hear Fletcher's.
and 4.
The gang's all here.
And we're back.
That's not what I wanted at all.
Is this our warehouse adventure music?
Well, should that be, or should it be like
Do the Red 9 music.
Do spy
Sorry.
music.
spy music?
Can we put him on Mission Impossible?
Because now you're on a
It's
mission.
a little funky, but yeah.
That's the Underboss's music though.
It's not the Underboss's music. It's
Oh.
just
You
music.
gotta start linking music to
Look,
characters.
I can't make 600 playlists
Why
on this
not?
fucking
Why?
thing.
Why not?
Never say never.
We're not asking you to make 600 playlists.
I am
Ask her
now.
for 500.
We just want you to try a little, you know?
All right. Hey, feel free to look up music all the time and send it to me.
Okay.
If it's free to use.
You just
So
keep sending chili peppers.
make your own playlists of free to use music, and I'll throw it on here.
I
For your
will not
characters.
play Sir Psycho Sexy.
Do you want your character to be meeting up with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just crashes through a window.
Oh.
We need one of those long
Sorry,
sticks.
Actually, keep him over there. He'll show up later.
He's ready.
So,
He's ready.
so you guys
Thank you, guys.
are investigating this warehouse
Let me see if this-
in hopes of finding small creatures.
Biteies.
That yes, biteies.
Oh, that's
Say
what
She
their
has
name.
not told you what they are yet. She just says they're small creatures that bite a lot. Don't you want them?
Well, I figure
Don't
And-
you want them?
if I found this crow from something that this vendor was hiding, I guess I'm curious of what that could be.
What these little things are.
Yeah.
So, you start to come to this kind of dilapidated warehouse. There is a man kind of keeping watch over here. This warehouse looks like it was like destroyed or burnt down or something.
So you just waited?
But from what you can see, there is one guy kind of sitting at the edge of this thing, sort of staring. And it looks like there's someone sort of resting behind like a box near there. That's about all you can like see.
So it was like almost like a hangar door is open?
Well, no, this wall is gone.
Oh.
It's like destroyed. This is the actual entrance. That is a way that you can get in, but that's the only way that you could like actually see anything. You'd have to get closer and actually like investigate.
Does it smell like there's babies in here?
So, I want you to roll perception to see exactly what you smell.
Jesus Christ. It's 7.
You pick up their scent, but it's weak. There's no really way to tell exactly
That's
where.
okay. Just storm the place. It'll be fine. Don't give me that look.
Let's do it.
So, what would you like to do?
So there's the open part. Which way is the guy facing? Towards the opening or away from the opening?
This guy, he's facing towards the opening.
Okay.
He's kind of looking out, like just having a smoke, just kind of staring out.
Okay. I will head to the entrance then.
Okay. So, you go to the entrance. You go with her.
It's still empty.
It's like a metal door that's kind of shut.
Okay.
So you knock
Yeah.
on it.
I'll knock on the door.
You hear like, oh, hey.
I'm gonna run.
Dong
Run
bitch.
away.
Yeah.
She runs away and
Oh
hides.
no, I'm going run towards the opening.
Okay, you run this way. All right.
Does
So,
Jeff move?
Jeff, the door opens. She, and the door, and that same guy smoking a cigarette. Can I help you?
I'm looking for the suppliers for Cold Stone Creamery.
The fuck are you talking about? And he sees the bird and he goes, what do you want?
Feed.
You want food?
For the bird.
How'd you find us? You know what? Why don't you step on inside? And he puts his hand around your shoulder and pulls you in and kind of looks behind you. Fucking idiot. And shuts the door as you like, oh no. Walk in.
Oh, no.
Fletcher.
I want to get in that opening.
Okay.
I don't want to get up behind the guy.
All right. Well, this guy's now talking to Esther. Esther, as you walk in, you can see that there are several other people in and around
It's a party.
this place.
Why is she green?
Why is she wearing that? Oh, I see.
Why isn't she wearing
She's
that?
a,
Half naked
She's a
elf.
magician.
no. She's a wrangler. She's an animal handler.
Mercenary magician is what it says.
Oh, she's got a
With
bird
the
in her
bird.
hand.
She does have a bird on her hand.
That's part of the magic
So,
trick.
you, Fletcher, you come hauling ass and you just want to hop in? Or it looks like Esther's talking to them.
I will hop in and kind of just lean back into the wall and listen for a second.
Okay, so you
Because this worked well last
Kinda-
time you came.
and sort of are in there, but like down a level, like it's
Yeah.
sort of up. You'd have to hop up and then you could be seen.
It's like where a truck could pull in.
Kinda, yeah. So you're standing there talking to this guy. You see that there's a bunch of other people sitting there talking, and they kind of have noticed you. There's a lot of boxes and shit in here. Barrels. It's a big storage area. You can also like hear what sounds like a lot of like animals. It looks like there's like cages and shit stacked on top of each other. Not like the animals are comfortable, but there's a bunch of like small creatures.
Call
You know
Peter.
what I mean? The one guy goes, "So, you came here for some feed, did you?"
That's right.
All right. How'd you know where to find us?
My boss told me to go shove it.
And this man starts to approach as well.
I was talking to the pet vendor in the square.
The pet vendor in the square, yeah? And he told you where to find us.
Yes.
Oh, it's interesting.
So Warehouse 12.
It's Warehouse 12, he said. Right, Warehouse 12.
The Borat guy.
The Borat guy, right, yeah. This guy comes walking over. Right, no, that's real interesting, it is. See, I don't fucking believe you. So,
Well, I'm telling the 100% truth right now.
you are telling 100% truth right now. No, that's why I'm not rolling for anything. Alright, how about this? How about you leave the bird, right? You don't get the feed.
You bought it.
I paid for this animal.
Right. You leave the bird. And now I'm taking it off your hands. Now you don't have to worry about buying feed. Look at that, isn't that nice? And he goes to reach for the cage.
1 second.
Mhm.
Incinerate.
I want to take the bird, throw him straight up into the air, and thunderclap.
The bird dies.
Just thunderclap in front of all the people. Alright, what does that do exactly?
It's going to be just 3d6 damage. No, actually, yep.
And
That's
ruptured eardrums.
3d6.
I'm
I
going to
want
give
you-
one hell of a signal to Fletcher.
I do want you to roll the 3d6. These are just common thugs, so they do not have a whole lot.
Oh, that's garbage. 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. So you boom, and they and all three of them go prone, slamming back. Fletcher, you hear the boom boom,
I wanna
and
get in there.
the thunder blast
Distance?
actually destroys, like opens up the cage.
Not 4 or 5 feet.
Oh.
But
it-
you can hear it from.
I was gonna say
It bashes open the cage above you. Well, wait. Does thundercrap actually create?
crap.
What's the damage? Is it force or just thunder?
It is.
Ruptured anal.
I think it's just damage. It's just thunder sound. Thunder damage.
Thunder damage? Okay. The cage actually didn't open. You and then you and catch it and it just kind of settles as they hit the ground like fuck. Fletcher?
Yeah, I'll come running in and I'm gonna meet up with him, but there's a guy in the way, right?
This guy is laying on the ground like
Doormat him.
What?
I want to doormat him. I want to crush his skull.
Okay. Would you like to rage so you could just start fucking shit up?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Okay, so you
got pissed off by the noise.
you get advantage on.
Yeah, it spooked me.
Are you attacking? I wouldn't even really consider it an attack. Roll
Crush.
Roll strength, but with advantage.
In my casual run, yeah. Strength. So I roll twice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 16, and that's 10. So it's 16 plus 4.
So she leaps up, like with her hands on the thing, just pulls herself straight up, and then lands and starts coming over to you. And while coming over to you, not even looking at him, happily, like happily in a rage, comes over to you and without even looking at the man, just and his head as he goes, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And it's just his like bottom jaw is sticking, and his tongue's like, as she just, and he's absolutely fucking dead. As she approaches you, sort of ignoring the other ones.
Quick shove.
The other people in the warehouse are like, "What the fuck?" And the woman in the back goes, "Take them out!" And
all right.
they begin to attack.
Squawk.
This guy is going to whip up a gun and start firing. So he shoots at you. Oh, first let me roll a hit. He's gonna shoot at you. What's your AC? Does an 8 hit you?
19.
Your AC's 19?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So he goes boom, 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 and it ting, and just kind of tings off the metal armor that you have, and you're like, what was that? This guy is going to throw some knives, one to you and one to you.
Does rage increase your AC also? Or just strength?
7. What?
Does rage increase your AC or
I
just
think it's
strength?
just damage.
Nope,
plus
just
3.
damage and thing. 7 doesn't hit either of you. What's your AC?
16.
Okay, you didn't want to tell me there for a second? I saw that. I saw that hesitation.
Make
10
it
plus
work for
5, 15 does not hit either of you. Anyway, so this guy goes and throws
I catch
2
it?
knives.
Completely missed.
You just stand there as it goes, like kind of brushes past your hair a little bit. Are you still looking like a blonde human, or did
I'm
you?
a drow now since we're
Okay.
inside.
So now he throws. He actually, as you do that, you turn into and he goes ah, and like it kind of just sort of misses you as your white hair lands. It goes and sticks into your
Yeah,
shoulder,
can I take it out?
and you just and pull it out. It did
Wait,
nothing.
Who's the guy who threw it? Which one?
This guy.
Okay. Can I
Yeah.
can I turn and like stab the guy behind me with
You
this
will
knife?
when it's
okay,
when
good.
it's your turn. This guy's going to hop over and come over to you,
Oh, okay.
Teenage Mutant
and he's
Turtle.
going to swing at you.
Pizza,
Plus
man.
5, 18. Does an 18 hit?
AC.
That's a really fucking high AC.
Fletcher.
Did I do that? I think I must have made your character. All right, so he goes "Wah!" and swings his sword or his big axe at you,
Okay.
and you simply take your gauntlet and like and he huh? And you're like because you're laugh raging at him.
Yeah.
I guess. This guy is going to pick up a spear that he has and just throws it at Esther. 6. Is that a 6 or a 9? That's a 6. 6 plus 5. 11. Nope. And you as it sticks in the wall. God, these guys fucking suck. I can't hit you. And this guy goes, "Don't worry, ma'am. They won't hurt you." And she
Kiss her.
slaps him in the back of the head and tells him to get into the fight. "Shut the fuck up and fight." And he goes, "All right, I'm sorry." And he pulls out a crossbow and fires. 6 plus 5. Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely fucking kidding me. He shoots and it again like sticks into
Oh,
you.
cool. I'll take that out too.
Like
as a
right, you're
weapon.
like your almost like right below your collarbone, but it doesn't
Yeah.
like go all the way in, and
That's
you
fine.
and pull it out.
Yeah.
So you you have a knife, and it is now going to be your guys' turn.
Mr. Marbles. Need a body shield.
Okay, so you see Esther raise his which hand is the snake
On my
on?
right hand.
He raises his right hand, and you see a beautifully, intricately carved, like wooden snake kind of statue, and it animates and moves as it swims up and to the top of his hand, and just goes, and as it does, its eyes kind of flare, and you hear, and from under the ground where all the dirt is, you see a giant fist kind of bust up through the ground, and out comes this massive mass of roots, and like it's like a big horrible like dead tree but corrupted, so it's got like, you know, gross fucking moss and fungus and shit on it as it's just
Righteous.
It's like a great mind ant.
yes, and it yeah, kind of like a little less fleshy, but yeah, more like roots, like the tentacles are roots and shit, and it and looks to you.
Papa.
I just wanted to point and like look where we are, sort of thing.
Do you name any particular target for him?
No, I want him to just kind of stand in front of me, and as we.
Oh, okay. And you back up into this corner, and he stands there to kind of protect you.
I mean, if he wants to curb stomp the one right in front of him.
Okay. As that guy's starting to get up, and he goes, "What the fuck?" As if I'm not even rolled for that. He's just
Gone.
Two of them are curb stomps so far.
You're a good team.
Go for
as he's getting up, it just like only the top half of his body does it stomp, so his legs like as it just, and he is fucking gone. Fletcher.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This guy would be able to get up on his turn. So this guy's up. You have a guy behind you and a guy in front of you. Guy in front of you with an axe, guy behind you with like a sword.
Okay, so just deflected guy with axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this guy's turn was like getting up, I guess.
Okay. Well, since he's not armed yet, I'm gonna turn around to him and see if I can just shove that knife in his face.
This guy?
Just get rid of it, yeah.
Alright, so the knife that this guy threw at you,
Yeah.
you were going to shove into this man's face. I want you to, do you have your weapons on there?
Yeah, I got the boner.
Okay, just use the plus from that. I think it's like +5 or...
Plus 4?
+4? Okay.
Yeah. I think
So roll your d20 and add 4. This is the hit.
15 plus 4, so 19.
Oh yeah, you hit. So you just take the knife and shove it. You just want to shove it into
I
his
just
face.
want to, yeah.
So you
right
turn
there.
around and just and it
I'm done.
and you just let it go.
Yeah,
so it
just
stays
done.
in his face, and he just and kind of hits the wall and like slides down. So there's just a knife in his forehead.
Yeah.
And like his left
That's
eye.
fine.
And the other guy goes, "Holy fucking Jesus!" I think you get 2 attacks
Okay.
because of what you are. Because you're a warrior.
Okay.
Or you're a berserker or whatever.
Extra
barbarian.
attack? Yeah, for a bear.
Yep, or
barbarian.
extra attack. So you get to you can attack this guy too. If you want
Okay.
to use your bone club or your swords or whatever you want to use, your claws.
You might have 3 attacks, right? How many?
You might at level 14.
No, because I think I put one into wizard the next time I leveled up.
Oh right, yes, yes. You are a barbarian wizard.
Into wizard.
I forgot about that. So,
Can I spook him by throwing the broken crossbow in his face, but go in to attack him?
the crossbow bolt.
Yeah, that broke off.
Okay, so you want to like throw at him and then attack?
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah,
want
that's
to
fine. I'll give you attack with advantage then, because you're like
Okay.
boom, whack. And what are you hitting him with? Your bone club?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want my bone.
So roll twice and pick the higher number, and then
So 13 and 8
so
So it's-
13 plus 4.
plus 4, and then would it be plus 3 for raging too?
That's your damage.
Damage. Okay.
So you hit him already.
Okay.
So now, what's the damage say for your bone club?
Is it? I don't know if we figured this out yet. It's like I think it's either 46 or 1d4 plus 4.
It's 46.
46. Okay. I don't know which one. Wait.
Because I based it
66.
off of a club that already existed, and I can't get rid of that damage number.
Okay, so we'll just stick with 46. So I roll 4 times on
Yep.
the d6. So 3, 6, 9, 15.
15 total?
Mm.
Okay, plus 3, which is 18.
Yeah.
So you do 18 damage by hitting him once.
Mm.
So you hit him in the... So you throw the shit in his face, and he goes, ah! And like, kind of like, what the fuck? And comes back and just sees you now suddenly have this massive, like, bone in your hand, and he goes, "What the fuck?" and just over his head. And he was wearing a metal helmet,
Nice.
and the metal helmet's round, right? And now it's like this, and his head was somewhere in there. Like there should have been some head in there.
No, it's
so you
in.
just see, and he and just kind of falls to the ground.
What was that noise?
Dead. A lot of those weird gurgly noises.
Can Fletcher
with
just
these-
keep mimicking it as she turns to everybody else?
So you
We
turn
only
to everybody else and
communicate
you
in
go, and they're like, ah, because that was their friend. This guy's gonna whip up and start firing again. He now, you know what? He sees the fucking tree and he's gonna start shooting at Mr. Marbles. That is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Does Mr. Marbles have an AC?
I don't think I have stats for him.
You should have. Oh, I thought you had him on there.
Let me see.
I'm gonna say it shoots him, but I guarantee you he has over 100 health, so it's not going to.
Dead him.
Yeah, 6, 10. Oh shit. It's 12 plus 4, 13, 14, 15, 16. Holy shit!
What did we determine he was? A tree blight?
So he just did 22 damage to Mr. Marbles as he and you see him, as he kind of covers his body with his big thick arm as this guy is ripping into him with an assault rifle, and he is a tree blight. Yeah,
Okay.
I think those are like the stats we use for him.
I'll figure out later.
But so this man fires off. He can't get him. This guy hops over here and he's gonna throw 2 more knives at you, Fletcher.
Yeah.
He misses. And he misses. Fuck. I'm rolling 4s and 2s and shit for him. This guy got pretty good. So he goes and throws more knives. You're just... But as you look at him, you go because of the death from his friend. And he's like... Ah! And he throws and just goes like into the wall behind you. And you just kind of smile at him.
So these things have an AC of 20 and 150 health. Baseline, if that's what we're...
Tree blights?
Bullshit.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, he actually... I don't think would have hit him then.
That's alright. I slipped.
This guy comes charging over and is going to start swinging at you with another axe.
Okay.
He does not connect. So, and you just kind of miss. This guy already fired. And now this lady's like, all right, fuck this shit. So she is going to... Give me 2 seconds. She is going to use... Magic Missile. They just hit, I think. I think they just automatically hit. I
They're
don't think I roll
cantrip.
for that. Yeah. And they're just 1d4, but there's 3 of them.
Really?
Fucker.
They auto hit?
Cast magic missile of the darkness.
2, 4, 5. So you take 5 damage as these missiles kind of and kind of dig into you, and you just they're little just bolts of energy. They don't get halved or anything because
Okay.
they're just magic. Okay, so that's it. Your turn, Esther.
I'm going to...
You and Mr. Marbles.
What is it? I'm going to cast right on top of the guy in the middle.
This guy or this guy?
The previous one.
This guy. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to cast at 5th level, 6th level Insect Plague.
Nice.
6th level.
Yeah.
What does that do? What's the
That's
damage?
going to be... Why do I always lose track of it? It is 5d10 Constitution of saving throw of 17.
Okay. I'll roll
And
for
they
all
take
3
half
of them.
damage even if they succeed.
I got a 14. What is it that they have to reach?
17.
So 14, one of them fails. A 7. These 2
That's
fail.
close.
She is... No, she's just gonna roll. 9. Nope.
Alright.
Alright. So, they all take full damage. So why don't you go ahead and roll that that
8.
juicy stuff.
11, 19, 25, 31.
So,
How do you
like-
want them to die?
like a hellish nightmare. Yeah, would you like to describe it?
I like to. I mean, it's coming from like behind Mr. Marbles, so they might think he did it somehow. So let's say he roars.
So, Mr. Marbles, you put your hand on Mr. Marbles' back, and he... And from his mouth, from all the orifices, come these horrific insects. Do you want them... Are they bees always?
Sometimes we...
With, like, nasty,
hornets.
gnashing mouths?
Sometimes we homebrew it to them being bees, so...
Okay, so these hundreds of... thousands of fat bees come out. They have nasty stingers, and their mandibles are kind of sharp and like biting, and their feet are like little hooked things, like mutated bees, like hell bees, and they come spewing out of Mr. Marbles' mouth as he roars at them, and they just start swarming these people, just ripping them to pieces. The mage is kind of like, and like you see her trying to, she has like some sort of like mage armor on her. It's almost like a little force field, but they're still ripping at her. And these guys are just instantly shredded. And she kind of hits the ground and falls and is writhing. Not dead, but definitely like not in the fight anymore.
Bewildered.
And you have this guy who just saw that happen, sees this situation, but it's your turn.
How far out is Alex, by the way? Is he still
Oh,
running?
he'll show
towards
up at the end.
Okay.
He's been quiet.
He went and did a whole thing.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Alright. What kind of weapon does this guy have?
An axe.
Okay. And that kind of spooked him? What happened?
You see he's visibly like, unsure of this situation right now. He
Okay.
might cut and run.
He's not running. I want to grab his axe. His axe?
His ass?
His axe.
Ooh.
And I want to pull him closer.
Wow.
Suddenly we're best friends.
So you grab his axe and pull him closer, and he...
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Can I, with him being this close, can I ask him to let go of it? With intimidate, maybe?
Sure.
Persuade.
Roll intimidate him or persuade him?
I have no persuasion. I'm intimidated.
Okay. Roll intimidation with advantage because of the situation that you're
So that's 9. 17 plus 4.
Look, I don't want any trouble. This was just a job to me. Okay? And he's
Yes,
backing up.
disintegrate.
He's back. Do you disintegrate? It's her turn. You
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go on. I thought you were kind of like pushing him away from this now.
No. Because he made his choice, and his choice was an axe, so he's getting an axe.
Well, I don't
That
want
is
any
true.
trouble. So
He even gave you one.
you guys gonna let me go?
No?
You hear the shrieks of the woman who shot magic missiles at you.
I'd be like, wait, don't move. If he ran into that, would he get affected by it?
He turns
Throw
and
him into it.
runs.
Throw him into it.
He turns and begins to run.
Can I throw the axe at him as he runs?
Yeah, just roll a d20.
It's 12.
Into his leg. And he
Okay.
and he starts crawling. He's on the ground, but he's crawling towards the edge here, like where you came up and Mr. Marbles came up out of.
Can I catapult him back to us?
With telekinesis?
Yeah, or literally catapult.
Catapult?
Yes.
What does that do?
It does. Choose. Oh wait, no, it's too small. It's too big. Oh no, I can use it at a higher level. It throws it up to 90 feet in a direction you choose in a straight line before falling to the ground, stopping early if it hits something on the way.
Okay, so where is he? He's just coming towards you?
I think it goes
Not
straight
at me.
up,
Oh,
right?
in a
Well, it's
straight
like in
line.
a-
So
Oh.
Kind of. So he hauls ass this way. Mr. Marbles' arm is just sort of out because of like the bees, and he goes and just gets clotheslined by Mr. Marbles and just and slams to the ground with the axe in his leg, and he's
You had a question about the
and
bees?
he's kind of crawling. What?
You had a question about the bees?
Yeah, can I go over to him and throw him into the bees?
Yeah. So the bees are like right here,
Yeah.
and he's like, I know you can really just roll him with your foot.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
you
give
do
him a
so.
small punt.
You come over and you like kind of line it up and kick him, and he like across the floor and slides into the swarm of bees
Into
and
the
just
tornado of bees.
as they just like and biting into him
Is he
and
allergic?
rip him to pieces. Wes.
Is he
Severely.
allergic?
He seems to be very
Get
much.
it?
Seems to be.
Alex, you arrive. Give me that. Alex, you start arriving to hear the screams
Thank you,
and
Jeff.
murder,
And the common
and
sound
out of a window rolls this woman
You've heard of thunder.
who is bloody and beaten and swatting these insects off of her and starts crawling away.
I'm gonna run over to her.
Okay, so you come running over to
You're gonna
this
be our
woman and she
hero.
goes, "Wait, wait, I have money. I can give you money. I can What is it that you're after? Huh? Are you after the kids that we kidnapped? Huh? Are you after the boss?
Just money.
I don't know what you want. The money?
Yeah.
That's good. That's fine. There's plenty of money in there.
No.
What's in
Do you have money on you?
Yes.
Okay.
And she reaches and throws you a pouch.
Alright, I'll grab that.
All right. There's like 150 in there.
Thanks.
That's all I have on me right now.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
And I want to radio into Esther and ask what's going on.
Stop her.
Who?
The woman who just escaped.
You did. See
Oh,
a call.
I turn around. I'm gonna go run over to her and jump on top of her, I guess,
Oh, fuck!
and just like hold her down. And I want to tell him I got her.
All right.
Bring her back in here. I'm guessing you're nearby.
All right.
No, don't! Oh God, please! They have some fucking tree in there. It spews bees.
Oh, I think I found the right warehouse.
Oh fuck! Astrid, what are you doing in those spooky catacombs?
You guys are
Excuse
Fletcher's
me.
friends.
So you've made 4
Gang's
Skrillex and you've raised a zombie,
Yes.
and you told John to send an agent down here. So I'm going to say, in the time that you've been waiting here, were you doing anything? Waiting for the agent to arrive?
Yeah, let's experiment with the flowers.
Okay. So these flowers resonate with your blood somehow. You're not exactly sure how it works with your current power here.
Yeah, not at all.
But
My characters.
you know it must have something to do with what you can already do. So what would you like to do with these flowers?
Magic.
First I'll just put them near the zombie.
You place him there. He's still just sitting up.
I want to give them to him.
When he raises
What
them
is
up.
what is he doing?
Zombie behavior
Zombie
is
talk.
confusing.
Zombie babble.
Sometimes they remember little things about their lives.
Maybe it's
Maybe he was a
flowers.
flower salesman, so
Flower
he's trying to
girl.
sell them.
Botanist.
Yeah.
A lobotomist.
Yes.
Is that
Yes,
what flower
actually.
people
You
are?
read the plaque. This used to be a botanist. Here
Oh,
lies
botanist.
a botanist.
No
God, you
name,
guys are using
just
such big
Just a
words.
botanist. Bill the botanist. Boy, he did love flowers, very much so. It's not
Too
very-
much.
not very
Dot,
well.
dot, dot.
Somebody didn't love this man.
He starts shoving up their ass.
And putting it like in towards his nose, like he's trying to smell it, but his
Nice.
nose is like almost non-existent.
So he smells real good.
They called him Rose.
Nothing's happening.
okay. Is there anything sharp down here?
Sure, I mean you could have like a dagger on you if you want.
Okay.
A simple knife.
I will. I guess cut my palm.
Ooh.
Okay. You cut your palm open, begin to bleed.
And you die.
Starts dripping onto the stone, cold stone of the.
Cold stone.
Okay.
And I will
Roll. Okay.
go. No,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say roll Arcana.
Okay. Because I mean, I know what I need to do.
Oh no, I love this.
15.
As the blood hits the floor, you open your hand and you can feel this like. Again, I can't think of another word besides resonance. It's almost this like, this pull towards the flowers and the undead around you, the zombie. And you
I'll take the flowers back with that hand.
okay. The flowers are now soaked in your blood as you look at them.
Okay.
And you feel like...
Does anything happen?
No, but you do feel like this was the right choice. You feel like you look at the flowers now, and you feel like they are now changed. They don't mutate, they don't change, but you feel like they have changed in a way that they are now useful to you. They are now a material of some kind. They're now like infected almost with the same shit that you're infected with.
Okay.
You kind of look around at the Zambambles, skeletons around you.
I'll give the flowers back to the zombie.
You give the bloody flowers back to the zombie, and it goes to like sniff it, and puts it into its like nose hole,
Okay.
and it and like lets go. And as it looks and stares, you see that like it kind of slides down, lubricated by the blood, and it swallows it. And it kind of stares and looks around. You see it quickly begin to and it falls back into the sarcophagus. And you see, like, kind of thrashing around in the sarcophagus. And you see its hand kind of reach up. And as its hand reaches up, and it's sort of this, like this gurgly sort of long drawn-out noise that echoes through the darkness of the catacombs. And you see that through its skin, like, underneath its dried and, like, really pulled taut leather skin, you see things start to move under it. And it begins to split its skin open. And you see, like, through its wrist, out comes these vines. And it starts wrapping around it. And you can see that as it kind of thrashes in there, this plant matter starts to overtake it. And almost kind of spread over the coffin as well, the sarcophagus. And as the thrashing about of this creature continues, you can see that it swings its hand over, but it's different now. It is so caked in this plant matter. Is corrupted looking vines, and it has this big these kind of pustules on it, these like bulbs of glowing orange, as it and slams its other kind of hands on there, and you see what used to be its feet kind of and sort of wrap around, and what rises out of the sarcophagus is like kind of a humanoid body, but now with these sort of like viney kind of arms that still have like human arms underneath them, but they're so enmeshed that it looks like a plant. And it rises up, and its head has been replaced by this sort of like Venus flytrap kind of thing that sort of opens up into this beautiful, well, you think it's beautiful, but this flower of just meat and teeth as it just and kind of makes that like weird fucked up noise, and it kind of slops out of the sarcophagus and stands there and as the skeletons are kind of like around it, it stands there born anew, this plant creature, and it looks to you,
Mama.
basically.
I want to tell it to attack one of the skeletons. I want to see what it can do.
Okay. Let me get out. Alright, so it wraps its vine arms around one of the skeletons and kind of like holds it there, sort of squeezing it, and it does 9. How much health does your skeleton have? Because it just did
13.
9. All right, it just did 9 damage by doing just that. You see it kind of crack some of the bones as it's like the skeleton's still alive, but it pulls it closer to it, and you can see that the skeleton cannot do anything. It is restrained. It cannot like raise its sword. You're trying to, I guess, tell the skeleton to attack too. It just can't. It's stuck in there.
Okay.
And as it's sitting there, the plant leans back and opens up its massive Venus flytrap mouth and slams down onto the head of the skeleton. The base damage will just destroy that, actually. So it just... and the skull just explodes in its mouth as it just annihilates the skeleton. And the body crumples into bones and dust beneath it.
Okay.
As it... and is eating the bone and just... and kind of swallows it into whatever cavity it's going into. And it just stands there. Kind of like leaning back and
Popping
like
and locking.
swaying. Yeah, what?
Popping and locking.
Fucking popping and locking. It's very fluid movements, kind of. For an undead plant zombie. But yeah.
Okay.
You look upon your new baby.
And then I want to make more. So I'm gonna look around for...
You want to find any fleshy...
Yeah. So I can make 5 ghouls. And...
This is going to get out of hand fast.
Hold on.
Yes.
How you doing? I can make 3 ghouls and then 5 zombies or skeletons.
Okay. I'm going to say you're able to find that. And of these zombies that you find, you can turn any of them into these as long as you have flowers.
Okay.
I'll say you have enough flowers for right now. But
Okay.
You'll be out of flowers after these 5 or 3 or whatever. So however many more ivies you want to make, you're going to be out.
I'll make...
You got to go to a flower shop.
I'll make 5 and then I'll make 3 crimson heads.
Go ahead. You can do so.
Alright.
Okay.
That's pretty much... I'm just gonna be down here experimenting.
Fucking creative. All right.
Making an
Well.
army.
Good job. Thank you.
Now, is this to dig or just to have an army?
No, just to have an army. We don't have to dig.
No, that's
If
fair.
you have an army.
Back to you guys. The woman...
Jesus.
Oh, God. What do you want from me? Look, I fucking gave you the money, alright? You take the fucking animals, I don't fucking care.
Fletcher, what were you looking for?
The ones that bite.
Bless you.
Bless.
Bless
Oh,
you, man.
bless.
You looking for the biteies? Somebody already bought them.
Where?
Okay, alright. She gives you an address to a... She gives you an address, and it's kind of a... It's just in the city somewhere, like in the middle of the city. It's not on the outskirts at all like this warehouse is. He said he was a collector. I don't know. We don't fucking know. These things are fucking nasty. We don't like dealing with them.
Does this smell, is it like, does that seem to go with her answer that's faint? Like they had left?
They were here. They are not here now.
Okay.
She is not lying to you. They're not here. But, they might be at this place. You can't be sure if she's lying or not. Actually, roll insight. You have insight. Roll it. Probably have a
16
negative or something.
plus, 16 only.
16? Okay. The address she gave you is not the right one. But they are sold, they're not here, but she gave you
I'll
the wrong
slap her across the face.
Okay, you... oh, fucking shit! You spit out some teeth.
I'll
because
take those
your hands
teeth.
are metal. Those are mine, you fucking bitch!
I'm gonna get her jaw and get ready to start putting them into her mouth again.
Holy fucking shit.
Do you own this warehouse?
No.
Do you know who does?
I think it belongs to some fucking noble.
What's their name?
Fuck. Lantern Moore, I think. Lantern something. But we was told we can use it as long as we pay. I mean, it's all fucking dilapidated. No one comes by here.
Is it insured?
I think it already got its insurance. It fucking burned down or something. So we pay to use it, so the cops don't bother us.
What do you
Please
think,
don't put
Fletcher?
those back in my mouth.
What's the correct address?
I told you the correct address.
Alright, I'm gonna take... How many teeth came out? Was it just one?
It was 2.
2? Okay, I want to take one, and I want to start jamming it back into one of the spots.
So, as you're just digging in. Is there anything you'd like to do, Alex?
No, I'm just watching.
Try to get the information out of her? No?
What? For what?
This lady's not giving the correct address.
Oh, for your
And Fletcher seems to be trying to extract the information from her.
Alright, then I'm gonna go up to her and hold up the tooth of the herald and persuade her that I really think you should just give her the address. It's not worth dying over.
I want you to roll intimidation with advantage. Because if she's being tortured
10.
right now.
That's just a 10.
Okay. So, 10, you whip out the knife and she's... I swear it was the right address. How do you even know? You didn't even go check.
Oh wait, how do you know it's not the right address?
I can smell her lying.
Can I insight check?
Go ahead, roll insight.
Fucking
19?
19.
She's fucking lying. That was not the right address.
Wait. What was your role here?
What?
What was your role here?
Well, I'm kind of good with animals, so
Bunch of henchmen, and I saw you cast magic missile on my
Yes,
partner here.
I'm a mage, but I'm pretty good with animals, so I can keep them fed. I can take care of them without them biting my hand off or something, or I'll keep them from dying. You know. I'm pretty good with animals. I don't know. That's my job.
Headhunter, can you restrain her
Yeah, I was tired.
You don't have to do that.
and cover her mouth? It's a her, right?
Yeah.
And cover her mouth so she doesn't get too magically chatty.
Bitey.
I'll put like duct tape or something on. I imagine
Will you be able to help me train this animal? Excellent. I want to open a soul box underneath her. Close it. Alright. Well, no, I guess...
Is that one of the empty ones? Or
Yeah,
no?
an empty
Okay.
one.
Never got the right address.
That's why I said don't close it.
Okay, so you open it as Alex kind of holds her bound hands over it. It's
Yeah.
one of the empty ones.
Yeah.
You start keeping track of what's in
I'll
those.
make a note to do that. Cause
Start doing
there's
that
like
because
10 that I know.
I'm not going to keep track of them because this is
There's
just
a lot.
too much. So
You're using them the right way.
that counts as your inventory. If you don't write it down and you don't remember what's in there, it's not in there.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
fine.
think you'll ever forget about Locomotive Larry.
Only my important ones. that I
No,
really
let's
care
forget about him.
Right.
He's out.
Erase your character.
You've killed your character.
So
I guess I'm just better at this game than you.
So Headhunter is just holding her by her bound hands over this like weird black box room you just opened beneath her 30 feet down, and she what the fuck is that?
Oops. I want to remove her gag. The address.
Yeah, all right. And she gives you the correct address because this is just bizarre.
Good.
Wait, before you put the tape back on her mouth, I'm just gonna flick that tooth back in.
Oh shit! I just swallowed it, and Headhunter drops her into the.
Yep.
Okay, and she, fuck, what am I supposed to do? As you shut it.
Time out. I don't know what that address means.
Mr. Marble starts touching the floor where she disappeared, confused. Like he doesn't know how you just did that.
I mean, he does it all the time, though.
He doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
You said he came up out of the ground.
Yeah, he comes from plant matter.
Maybe that's what she does.
Well, he doesn't get it. He's very confused. He's a tree. He doesn't know. He's a tree.
I'm a tree. We don't
So-
know.
Would you guys like to go to this new address?
Wait, do you guys want to take care of the bodies first before we leave? Or just let them be?
Do what with them?
Let's open the cages and let the animals eat them.
Yes.
Okay. You open up some of the cages, and not all the animals are like carnivorous,
I don't
but
care.
the animals just start like wandering out. One of them looks like this like tiny fox, and it kind of goes over and starts and like nibbling at one of them.
Is it a jackal?
No, it's like a fox. Bites at him a little bit, and the animals are just kind of wandering around now. You did it! You freed them!
Peter would be so happy.
One of them, this like small, beautiful, like albino rabbit comes out, and Vonus is like, "Oh, look that one's very."
And then a hawk comes in.
I like that one. And as it approaches the edge where the roof is sort of open, you just see, and a hawk just takes it. He goes, "Oh shit."
That's the
Oh,
circle of
God.
life, Vonus.
Oh, that's really gonna fuck with my nightmares. Oh my god. Well, this is pretty good. You know, as a member of the animal kingdom, I can say thank you very much. These people are trading these
People?
poor creatures. Yes, these people are trading these poor
I'm
creatures.
not there. Stop
Fucking-
talking to a wall.
Fucking hate you so much. And I think it's fucking wrong. So good. Welcome. We should free more of these creatures. That could be fun, right?
I agree with
Oh,
you,
we're going
Vonus.
to.
Yeah, I think it's not right. Right? There you go. What about you, Oestre?
Is there anything magic about this bird?
Nope.
Well, that we're inside still is we're about to leave. Were there any just like supplies, like harnesses or anything? Length of the leather is what I'm looking for.
Like a leash? You want to put your bird on a leash?
To train it eventually, yeah. That's what you do with
Sure.
birds.
Yeah.
You gotta like.
Yes.
You
There's
can't
like
just
one of
let
those
them fly
gloves.
away.
There's one of those gloves that when it lands on
Yes.
your gnarly talons, don't fuck up your hand. And yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
Still
you,
keeping it in the cage though for now.
that's fine, but you have the equipment if you need it. Put it in your bag. And you guys head to that
You guys still have to.
address.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Do you put Mr. Marbles away, or do you just wander with him?
We all ride Mr. Bubbles.
I put Mr. Marbles.
Because you're
away.
going into the city now, so.
Yeah, I turn back to my blonde guy.
Okay. So, you make your way through the city, following the directions towards this address. And you eventually come to an address, but it can't be the right one. But she's, you kind of inside check. She was telling you the truth. But whether she was mistaken or not, you're not totally sure. Because you are standing in front of one of the city's smaller temples of Astride.
Oh, perfect. I have a bone of a priest from a place like this.
So you all stand in front of the church, like, roll perception?
Perception.
Ooh.
16 plus 5.
They're in there.
Do I smell anything?
Roll perception.
I just farted.
What are you trying to smell?
He whiffs my ass.
20.
You got a higher perception than him. You smell incense and candles. You also smell the beautiful garden that was surrounding the area.
What about
I
bird
also-
food?
What?
Bird food?
No, you don't smell bird food in the church.
Money.
Alex, do you want to smell the
No,
air too?
my nostrils are so full of gunpowder that I don't smell anything.
He doesn't have any good
He
sense
can't
of...
smell anything because of the burning. He can't hear anything because of the tinnitus.
Can't feel anything
What
because the
happened
mother
to
issues.
your
Because of his mother issues.
I'm basically just a sack of meat.
A sack of meat. There he is.
A useful sack of meat, though.
Yes.
So they're in
A
there.
deadly one.
Do you
It's
go?
a very deadly sack of meat.
Yeah, I'll start heading in.
All right. Fletcher just walks in.
Never mind. Maybe we should have done this a little quietly, but
What? It's a church. What
He
can I
probably
do?
recognized you. You were responsible in part for killing.
Astrid.
Yikes.
Entering a hell. I don't know. Well,
accurate.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
it's not too far from it.
Astrid, you
Yes.
get contacted. And the man guarding the catacombs is telling you, Miss, someone's trying to enter, and I'm telling him that he can't. He says that he was, he seems very strange, dressed in all black. He is requesting entry.
What does he look like?
Well, I'm...
Is this guy just standing there in silence up there while this guy's waiting
Yeah,
to
he's
come?
talking to you in his head.
Okay.
He is wearing a black hoodie with a small white skull on it, some blue jeans, some fingerless gloves, and eye makeup, as well as hair that seems to be in front of his face.
Okay, let him down.
Very uncouth. Oh, all right. Well, you told me not to let anyone down.
What am I telling you right now?
I'm sending him right away. Very sorry, Miss Astride.
Oh, I gotta use the bathroom.
And soon enough, down the
Shame.
steps comes now hood up, and blade out because he's not sure what's down here. Comes one of the agents you have not yet met.
Okay.
And he comes down the stairs. Hello. Hello. And as he begins to enter down to your area.
So am I able to talk to my creatures? Like, am I able to command them with, like, my thoughts? Or do I have to physically...
Zombies?
Yeah. I want
You're
them...
telekinetically connected to all of them. It's like a fucking hive mind.
I want them to not hurt or kill him. I want them to restrain him. The Ivies.
So as he comes down, he goes, hello, what? And come the vines first as he, oh shit, and starts like cutting at it. And one of the skeletons kind of moves his hands over. And one of the Crimson Heads just like right up close to him with the claws. And he's like, oh, fuck, shit.
And I just want to come out of the darkness, and as I do, I drop my peasant form.
And so from emerging from the darkness, first like a sad-looking peasant woman, kind of dirty, and then that kind of peels away into the red tiefling, black eyes, right?
Yeah.
With the black eyes and the horns as you emerge with your tail kind of and the bone staff, and your hooves kind of across the floor. This stone floor, it echoes a little bit, kind of echoing amongst it.
Baseline to Billy Jean.
Head towards this pile, sizable amount of zombies now around this man, and he's just as they're kind of like holding him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, oh my god, you're her. You're Miss Astride. I didn't know it was you.
What's your name?
My name is Trevor.
And I want to ask John silently if he sent someone and what their name is.
Yes, I sent a young man named Trevor. He's done pretty well in the past so far. He's good at reconnaissance. He could be a little bit jumpy. Has he arrived already?
He has.
All right, excellent. He's one of the good ones.
Okay. And then I'll have them release him.
He kind of puts the knife away. It is an honor and a pleasure to meet you, Miss Astride. And he kind of like bows, unsure of really how to interact with you. He kind of like
Do I shake your hand?
bows. Definitely not that. He's definitely not trying to shake your hand, but he kind of like bows a little bit. I was told that there was a passage here that I need to investigate.
Yes, thank you. And I'll show him.
Okay, you see he is like not scared, but like oh my god.
Well, I want like the creatures to be always kind of a little bit too close to him and like growling at him. You know what I mean? I want to intimidate him.
That will frighten him. Okay, all right. Then yes.
Just a little bit.
Then he is nervous. You can
Okay.
almost hear his heart beating as they like he goes like he was not scared.
Mm-hmm.
He is now unsure if he's going to live because of he doesn't know you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you lead him to the door.
Mm-hmm.
You stand in front of the door and you. Okay, all right. Okay, and he starts looking at it and kind of running his fingers across it. My father is actually a construction worker and a mason.
Did he build this?
No, this was built years and years ago. Probably when they started this. It's gonna take some heavy equipment to break it down. Nothing machines, but loud noises. So this place, we're gonna have to make sure that people don't start coming down here, because we're gonna have to smash through this with smash through it or drill. Would it be better to just smash through it? Odds are good that there is a hallway behind it, and instead of collapsing the entire thing, they probably just walled this off. And I can get through it with the right tools. I can bring a couple guys down here and get it done.
Okay.
We'll have this open for you probably by tomorrow.
Wow. That's actually...
depending on how thick it is, if it's only 1 or 2 bricks thick, maybe even 3, we'll be able to get through it. No time at all. It should take about a day's work.
Okay.
Or a night's work. But I mean, if it goes deeper, we'll contact John and he can contact you. Seems unsure about that, but we can let John know. Any snags that we run into, we can let you know.
Yes?
Is there a problem?
No, I'm just thinking. I mean, John did mention it would be nice if more of you had the ability to contact me.
Oh, I see. Well, I'd be happy to contact anyone you want in any way. I just don't know how to reach you.
I'll dominate him.
Okay. So in like half listening to him as you're kind of thinking to yourself, and as he says, I mean, I would contact you. If you slam your staff in the ground and it kind of like echoes into the area, and he and you see like some like cold air come out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Like you can see it. Oh, that was cold.
And I'll say without moving like my mouth, and now we can communicate better.
It is an honor, Miss Astride. I will let you know as soon as I know anything about this, and I will get some people on it right away. And he takes out a small communicator and starts...
Tell him not to use the bathroom.
There's gonna be piss and shit surrounding.
No, they have to hold it forever.
Then they'll get like sepsis, I think, whatever
Yeah,
that is.
septic.
Yeah. And he starts like texting some other people, contacting some people. Okay, so we should have a few of our guys coming down here. Get it done.
Okay.
Miss Astride, I just want to say I'm from this city. I'm from Valmar, and I've always hated this fucking place, and I've always hated these fucking people. And before I met John, I thought that I was alone in this, and I thought that, I don't know, that there was no escape from this shit besides dying. Thank you for showing us another way.
We're gonna do great things here, Trevor.
He kind of smiles, and then... And he's still nervous by them as he goes, yeah.
Okay, then.
We're gonna fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna change things. Thank you. And he goes back to kind of like checking the mortar in between and like seeing what the stone's made of. Learned from his father, apparently. So there you go. So write down Trevor.
I'm putting him with John.
Trevor Mason.
Oh my god.
Is he one of Astra's romance options?
Yes.
Ew. No.
All of the people that Astride dominates and controls the mind of are romance options.
Oh
for her.
man,
No.
you have so many.
You literally can't
Sneak.
say no. What?
Sneak.
Sneak is your romance option?
That's one of them.
You dominated him, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Did you let him go?
Mm-mm.
No.
I needed to know in case we need to like check on the tree
Oh,
while
yeah,
we're
that's
away.
True.
Jesus.
Why are you surprised
By it.
It's just such an abrupt switch.
It's a good switch. Because we're good people having a good time.
So, you guys enter the church, and I don't have any priesty-looking people. So
Really?
Priesty.
Better get on
I
that.
didn't find any, no.
What about the first guy we killed? The very first priest we killed?
Oh my god, he looks so
I don't have Like I have I used like a paladin. He was a cleric, I think, technically.
Oh, close
Okay.
enough.
Do you have your list of soul boxes? Put animal trainer in there because you now have an animal trainer.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll wait till she gets hungry and.
I think we have
some
like
food.
2 guards that we just haven't checked up on.
Yeah, we definitely have a current sitcom that we never really used.
Yeah, we
there's-
just let go.
There is your sitcom going on down there, but I'm pretty sure they're fucking dead at this point. Because there's no water in those places. Or air. If you don't open them every probably
There's 2 people
38
in there.
hours or
I mean,
48
that's probably
hours.
what they should have thought of themselves.
They should have thought of it beforehand.
Yeah. So soul boxes, we have animal trainer.
So,
Jesus.
Fletcher, you enter the church.
Yeah, of course.
And there's 2 choir boys who are kind of cleaning.
Oh, that's cute.
And there is a priest at the end, like by the altar, kind of like getting some things together. Oh yes, hello. Can I help you?
Where
This is
are
sort of
the
like an
doors?
elderly
Is
man.
it just one in, one out?
No, there's one door for the entrance, and then there's another door here and another door here. This is grass, but it's not. It's more building.
Okay.
But there's like another door here and another door here. Can I help you?
I want to get nice and close without answering him immediately.
Okay, so you start approaching, and he gets a little nervous just because you look the way you look.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
Welcome to the House of Astride.
Praise him.
Praise him, thank you. He becomes more comfortable when you said that.
Oh,
that's a nice bird. You just.
okay.
Just staring at him.
Honestly, yeah.
Can I? He's in armor. Can I help you?
Where are the biteys?
We're from PETA.
Can you create a
Boys,
badge on
and
your disguise?
You see him kind of nod to the 2 kids, the choir boys. That'll be all for today. Please go home. And they're like, but sir, we haven't. Please
Go home.
go home.
We just got
And
here.
they're like, okay. So they begin to leave, and he waits patiently for the doors to shut.
Great kids.
They are, aren't they? The biteys are secure. I bought them, and they are mine.
Oh.
And no one in the city's going to believe you over me. So if you're here in some twisted form of justice to try to free them from their captivity, just know that I paid a handsome sum for them because they are a delicacy.
I bought this bird.
Neat.
We're both in the same business is what I'm getting at.
Do you look after him?
That was kind of my MO this round, huh? Playing dumb extensively.
I'm just looking at him.
You're like reaching for your just have your hand on your gun.
Yeah.
Hey. If you want any of them, I can put you into contact with the right people and you can talk to them.
Oh, over at the warehouse? There's nobody there.
How did you know about that? Well, they must have moved shop. I can.
They
put
didn't.
you
They're
in
still there.
contact.
They're just not, like, soul-wise there. They've ascended.
Praise him.
Praise him.
And the bird, you go praise him. The bird goes. All right, fine. What is this?
Obviously we want the biteys.
Why? They're stupid little reptile monsters. What is the point?
Yeah, they're gonna be my
they're
stupid reptile monsters. Do you know how...
Surely you can just buy some off of the black market. You don't need to go through me.
No, but I want to. That's the difference.
I paid a damn good sum for them.
That was your mistake then. You could have just done something else.
All right, fine. You want them that badly? Pay me for them.
Okay.
We have to
You
see that they're
live
alive.
and get to continue having fun with your choir boys while we go and take the biteys and leave.
You would not dare kill a priest in a house of Astride in the
I
middle
want
of
to
the
pull out
city
the
of Valor.
thigh bone of the last priest I killed.
What the hell
Can I
is
use that to intimidate?
Well, he doesn't know that. Okay, go ahead.
What the fuck is that?
Go ahead.
I
Go
w-
ahead. Go ahead. You get no advantage.
It's a 9.
Did you steal that from the catacombs?
No.
Look, how about this? You pay me for the bites.
Are they actually called bites?
Apparently.
Yes. Or biters. I think there's an actual Latin name for them. but
What's
the-
Latin?
Yeah, what's Latin?
Stop it. You pay me for the bites, and I give them to you in exchange for money, and then you leave, and you're not hunted to the ends of the earth by the government.
I like hunting.
Or the guards here in Valnar. You will not make it 2 feet if you kill me. You understand?
I can take
You
it.
would not
One
make
step
it-
is
you
2
would not
feet
make
for
it-
me.
You would not make it off of this fucking block. Don't you understand?
Just metagaming here. We made it pretty far after.
He does not know that. He does not know who you are.
No, I know.
Who even are you
We need
people?
to see
You
that
think you-
they're alive.
You don't need to see shit.
Can
Show
I
me
pick
the
him
money,
up?
Then.
Can I
You
pick
just
him
want
up?
to pick him up?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I sniff?
That's just something notes for later.
Okay.
It's not important.
So you and pick him up, and he goes and rings a little bell.
Let's
Is he-
slap it out. No.
He already rang it, but you slap it out of his hand, and he goes, and just kind of smiles at you.
That's okay. I'm gonna start walking him anyways.
Where?
Can I try and smell where the bites are coming from?
The left door.
Alright, we're gonna start heading that way.
Now put me the fuck down. This is ridiculous. And he starts to struggle.
Can
He's
I
no
shake
man.
him?
You start shaking him.
Maybe he'll break something.
And as you start walking towards the door, you get to the door. It is locked.
I secure the door.
I'm gonna open the door.
The door to the church.
Do you shut the doors to the church?
You said that the door that we're trying to get into is locked?
Yes.
So why don't you secure? You want me to secure the door?
The front door, so no one
Yeah.
follows us in.
But I can pick the lock if you want me to get in.
Oh, so trade places?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
what
want to
I'm-
look like the priest and go towards the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you some zip ties for your pocket so you can
As you
tie the door.
you get near the door, you do see that there are 2 guards approaching. And they start approaching.
How does
Sir.
I hear a fucking bell?
I put the
It
crow
is-
inside.
We got the alarm. Is everything all right?
The alarm.
It's
The
magic.
alarm.
It's magic.
The alarm.
Yes, the bell.
In my haste, I was trying to call back the 2 young boys I just
The
dismissed.
priest that is being held looks over and goes, "Help! Help me!
I'll cover his mouth.
Help!" And they go, "The hell was that?"
I'll
pick up
turn
the
and
bird.
hide him.
Teaching it a new trick. Didn't it sound just like me?
We're gonna come in to investigate. Do you shut the door?
Why did I really thought it would be a simple task if you locked in the front door.
We're gonna go and investigate. And you shut the door. Sir, open the door right now! And there is a I'm not gonna say like a big thing. It's probably just like a latch. So you and they sir, and he goes, "Oh, you're in deep shit now." As you're still holding him.
Do
Did
we
I
need
get-
him? Do
did
we
I-
need him?
I don't think so. I could just smell them out, right?
Hmm?
I could just smell the bites out, right?
Yeah, you can find them. If you
Okay.
kill me, you are fucked. You understand?
I don't care.
I am well loved in this city.
I
you
want to
guys care?
find paper.
Give him
Why?
1,000
Paper
paper
and
cuts.
quill.
Does
probably
is
a
he
book.
not
Are you
freaking out
talking to
at
him,
a?
or
No,
can
I'm
you tell?
talking to you.
You want to
Evan.
find paper?
Yes.
All right.
Who's
There's
Evan?
the book of
You're
there's a book of
suicidal?
Astride right there on the thing that he was reading from. Underneath, there's a bunch of papers that look like different.
Right
sermons.
on the
I
Bible.
want to stack some chairs against the door and then let them do whatever. But I want to start writing an intensely detailed confession, suicide note about being a kid diddler priest as they were doing their business.
Okay. Help me! Help me! I'm being assaulted. Help me!
I want to punch him in his
As you-
voice box.
You're sitting there. You start lockpicking. You just go poof, and just and you.
Can I
That's it. I want you to roll a sleight of hand for lockpicking. Yes.
can I go just hold him by the collar to just choking him? You know, cover that bruise and
14.
just nice.
and you're just kind of holding him there. So
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start suffocating him.
his face starts turning blue.
That's fine.
The door is starting to get pounded on, and the latch is starting to give as these two seem to be calling for backup.
Mr. Marbles, I want to summon Mr. Marbles and him just sitting
Ah,
against
yes,
the door.
you were fucking siege beast, Mr. Marbles. And you just want him to...
Have a sip.
Have a sip. So even if they get through, they're just gonna see wood.
More
so he's
door?
just sitting there and sort of... it's like a terrible, like, thorny root.
There's no other entrances, right?
No, there's just the windows, but they're not about to start destroying the church. They don't know what's going on. Well, there is another door over here. You're not sure where it goes. So, what did you get for your lockpick?
14.
Okay, you're able to get through the door, and the door is now open.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how detailed are you making this letter?
Pretty detailed.
Alright, it's gonna take you a little while.
Okay.
Okay. So you're just gonna have to sit here in the church writing it. Oh, this fucking music.
And then hang yourself.
And then you have to hang yourself to convince them.
Well, no,
Um,
we kill the actual priest.
Well, you didn't say that, so you're gonna hang yourself.
I'm killing the actual priest. I'm suffocating him.
So there's gonna be 2 dead priests.
I cannot make this more
They
clear.
both look
Are
the
you
same.
guys going through the door?
Yeah, is he dead? Can I
Are you choking
How do
him?
we know
yeah,
which one's
I'm
real?
choking him to death.
Yeah, so after Alex gets the door open, you're kind of concentrating on him unlocking the door.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Like, he's pretty... And he gets the door open, and you... They're definitely in here somewhere.
Okay.
And you look, like, kind of half like you wanted to ask the priest a question, and he is fucking dead. You had choked him to death, but you, like, didn't really notice. And he's
Yeah.
just... and you're like,
I'll take care of him. You can go find your bites.
Oh, okay, I was just gonna toss him that way, but okay.
Okay.
We'll use a
I'll give him
discarded
to you.
gun and just...
So you head into this other room.
How did he get strangled?
No, I'm gonna make him strangle himself with like some.
But we have
towel
to
or
break
something.
his jaw.
Why?
Get rid of his jaw because of the magic fucks that can bring him back to life and ask him what happened. 3 guys came into my church and beat me up. What does that sound like in the church of Astride?
Can everyone ask the dead questions? Like,
If a priest gets killed, probably.
then I'll get.
people who have the same spells. I mean, remember, you're not the only ones who have these magic powers. There's a lot of people who can do magic. So
Remember,
yes,
that's
someone-
exactly what they were trying to do with the Lacuna tree.
I can make it look like he fell on a stake and then he tried to stop the bleeding with the towel.
This is getting very involved.
Well, then what's the point of the suicide note?
He did it to himself.
After yelling to the guards, "Help! Help! I'm being assaulted!" and then they're gonna find I fuck kids, and he's gonna be hung, even though he has clear
A snake.
hand grip marks.
He hangs himself as a gun.
He shot himself in his chest like 3 times.
Both his kneecaps were shot out too.
So you open up.
He fell.
You open up the door.
On a gun several
And,
times.
Holy shit. Maybe I'll just
you,
take
guys.
the note with us.
That's
Leave it for
attitude.
confusion.
it's too late now.
Well, I'm writing it. It doesn't mean I have to leave it.
You go
That's a
in.
trophy for yourself.
Why did I write this?
You go in and you can smell the biteys in here. And
Take
as
me
you
to
start
them.
approaching, you can start to hear them. And as you start kind of following your nose wherever it goes, you
Yeah, I do that frequently.
you find a couple
hate my
of
life.
boxes in the corner. And as you move like the large boxes, you find them in cages as they're like gnashing at the metal cages, kind of denting the metal, like, and they're like nasty little tongues and sharp, nasty mouths are like
Yeah.
biting and snapping, and you're like, "That's them! There they are!" And these
Yeah.
ones are small ones; they're about like that big, so they're definitely they're like horde ones. They're kind of tiny, and they're all so they can bite, but they can still like take a couple fingers off.
Yeah.
Lingers.
Okay.
Looking at them, are they just trying to get out, or is there like
Yeah, they
any?
just want to get out.
Okay.
Well, they.
Hmm.
Yeah, they want to get out.
Okay.
And as you approach, like, and they're like kind of biting
I'm
towards you,
gonna
which
bang on the cage once. Can I try and intimidate them while they are inside there?
sure you get advantage.
Okay. First one is 10. also 10. So plus 4, so it'd be 14.
So you and just kind of stare at them, and they.
Wait, do you still have the bird?
I do, for a very specific reason. I'll open the door.
You open their cage.
Yep. And I want to release the bird simultaneously afterwards.
So you open their cage and you open up the bird cage, and they.
I want to the bird.
And the bird goes. And starts running with its little fast legs, and they. And they're just kind of chasing him around. And as you're watching this, just probably fucking perfectly content, you hear some noises coming from this room over here on the left. And it sounds like rustling or something. You're not sure what it is.
I'll slowly, disappointedly make my way over to the noise.
Okay, you make your way over to the noise. This room is locked, but you could probably just.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just break the door like I tend to.
And you open it, and you find 3 kids tied up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
All in choir boy outfits.
Can I?
The plot thickens.
Yeah, so you stand at the camera. And they're bound and gagged.
How are they doing out there with catching the bird and eating? Maybe eating.
You look at these kids.
Because this is good food.
And you turn around and you see, and they have changed from just chasing it to then they used pack tactics, and it ran as one of them like chased it into a certain area, the other one started cutting it off, and boom, they got it. And now they're just tearing the Auga bird to pieces. It's like, and it's
How
ripping
difficult are the noises that they're making, these creatures? Could this be something Fletcher tries to mimic?
It's like that.
You
It's
learn
just-
their language.
You can do it.
Yeah, alright. I want to do it back at them.
At the bites,
Yeah, when they succeed in their kill, I want to do it like in an excited manner.
you do so, and they turn to you.
I want to
Blood
open this
still-
door wider where the kids are.
Oh my god.
Because you're there to save them, and as you open it, you kind of smile with a gleam in your eye, and one of them. He was gonna diddle us! He captured us, and I think he was gonna diddle us. Are you here to save us?
Oh, yes.
And he looks by your feet, and he sees. And as they start, they're like. "Ah!" And the things. And the bites go for them because
Yep.
that's what they are. They are vicious
That's fine.
animals.
That's
They
what I
bite.
want.
And as the children start screaming, so Alex, you let her in. You're like, I'll take care of this. What are you doing with the priest? What are you doing with the priest?
I want to take him up to the altar,
Mhm.
and I'll take out one of my old 9mm that I don't really use. I'm gonna wipe off my prints from it.
Okay. He has his neck looks like it has been brutalized. By the way,
Mhm.
it looks like it was crushed by a very strong hand in a very metal gauntlet.
And
But sure,
I want to take his little sash. I think it's called.
sure.
It's like a scarf.
Yeah, the priest thing.
I want to tie it in a knot, like he tried strangling himself, and then with the other hand, a gun to the bottom of his throat, and then pull the trigger.
So you
wanna get choked
hold
out
on.
a
I
bit.
want you to do. I know that this doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna bring him into the room where the boys are, though.
I want you to make a.
So he's not
I want you to make
hanging
an.
This is the only way the priest can get off.
I want you to make.
By hanging himself, watching kids get torn
And
apart.
Blows fucking head off. So I want you to make a an intelligence check.
Oh well, fuck! I got it too.
Okay, so as you do it, you're like, and normally you would just blow his head off because you're used to killing people, but you're like
he's choked too.
I have to try to make it look like it was a suicide. So you're like, all right, I'm gonna
Oh,
angle it.
I have another idea.
and twist it, and you're like,
I got another idea
do
actually.
you not want to fire?
I don't want to fire.
Okay. So what's your
I saw the choir boys.
Yes.
I want to take one of their bodies and put their
Wait,
hands
these
around-
children?
Yeah.
No, so while you're sitting here doing this, and while Esther is calmly writing he has 2 pages of a letter, and he's like, and he's very content, just like sitting, like, cross-legged on the floor, just writing.
Happily.
Completely content. Meanwhile, you're like as they're pounding on the door. And as you're sitting here messing with the priest, you can hear, "Oh, thank goodness! He was gonna diddle us! But you saved us!" And then you hear, and children screaming, blood-curdling screams coming from the room in there.
I'm gonna run over to the room.
So as you're sitting there, just happy as a clam, watching.
I want to be petting one.
Okay, you come in and you find Fletcher standing in the doorway, like, just proudly watching as she's petting one of the bites as it's like viciously purring, I guess, just as you're petting its reptilian skin. And you look into the room, or as you're sitting there petting, you see Alex come running in, and he's dragging a priest's body behind by a sash.
Immediately laughs.
And you come in, and you see 3 children's bodies being viciously torn at by these bites. Tearing
Why?
to pieces.
They had to be fed. Now they'll listen better.
I got this.
Vondus is over your
Throw
shoulder.
it in.
Oh. Oh god.
I'm gonna put the bag a little higher over his head.
Into the bag of holding.
The cookies. Think about the cookies.
Just don't look for that later. You'll just forget the vomit.
You never know when I'm gonna need it.
Pocket vomit.
Yeah,
3-month-old vomit. So,
I got.
Whenever we get sick, put it into the same.
I'm adding this pocket vomit.
pocket vomit.
You're
Pocket
welcome.
vomit. Much more efficient than pocket
Save it
sand.
for like years, and there's just like opening a fire
It's
hose.
just-
It's
Gel.
just congealed bile.
God.
So,
Pocket vomit.
You are
I don't
looking
really
at
even
these.
know what to say, but I'm just gonna toss the priest's body onto the feeding frenzy.
Wait.
Like he tried to like he was
He's
in the
hiding
room.
evidence. He panicked.
He tried to get rid of the evidence with the bitey,
Okay then.
and then he ended up dying by them.
Quick, be a choir boy.
So,
I guess I finished up my letter, and I
You go-
want
That's actually genius.
you hear this. You didn't hear the screams. You were so concentrated, and you look and you don't see them, but you see the doors open, and you come peeking in, and you see Fletcher, like just jollily laughing, and Alex kind of like. Just sort of like, well, this is terrible, and it's kind of walking away, and you see Vondus come out of the bag and go, oh god, and puke a little bit more in the bag.
Where's the priest?
I'm going back to the hotel.
Vondus points his little paw. And
I'm holding the letter, and I'm looking at the nurse.
as over Fletcher's laughter and the creature's vicious snarling, you just see the priest's face getting ripped in half by 2 of these. They're small, they're very small, but they're going to fucking town.
They're like land piranhas.
They're land piranhas, yes.
I just wanted to do a minor fire trick and light this thing on fire and be like, well.
Spent 15 minutes writing it.
Well,
And you hear, and you can hear the voices a little bit louder, and they're like, "What the fuck is this thing?"
are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's
He
get out
tried
of
to
here.
diddle them.
I don't care about that. Well done there. I noticed the kids. I just don't say anything.
Tied up kids that are now all dead, very dead.
I want to go back into the main room of the church, disguise into the normal blonde human, open the door for my teammates.
You disperse.
No, the back door.
Oh, okay. All right, so you go to this other door.
Yep.
All right, you open up the other door, and.
And then as I'm about to walk out, I want to look at Mr. Marbles. Dismiss him and close the door.
You dismiss him as you it just falls into a pile of. He's not a stealth creature, so he can't just disappear without a
Oh
trace.
yeah, no.
Just sticks.
And the doors come slamming open as you guys start leaving out the side door.
These babies though. Is there any chance while they're getting all that set up, I can just kind of put them back in a box and take the box and run?
Yes, they're not pleased about it, but you
I
start.
wanna keep
you
chatting
take-
at them,
You
though.
take the severed head of one of the children,
Jeez.
and it's because it's still fleshy, and
Yeah.
they're like watching as you're moving it, and then you and throw it into a box, and they and go and you and start carrying
Yeah.
it.
So now
As
they
you
don't
carry-
know what did the eating either.
Nope. This was the plan all along. Taking
And
them.
you all escape into the day, into the afternoon now, because we've spent a good couple of hours, probably late afternoon.
Doing nothing.
Back to the
Well,
stroll.
Everything. There is a point for this.
Or do you go back to the hotel?
I'll go back with them because I have something.
All right, so you guys start making your way back to the hotel. Fletcher has not left. She is still following you. She's carrying a box that is snarling and bleeding. And every once in
But I
a
am
while,
cool into
one
it.
of like a hole gets bored into it as their like nasty little feet start digging, and they and like a little
I'll
nose will
feed
come out,
food
and,
into there.
and then just awful teeth and claws. They're terrible. You guys are going back to the hotel. Okay, Astride, what do you do?
I'll go back to the hotel.
Okay.
I'm done.
You leave them down there. They are all just waiting in the darkness. Just kind of. And you make your way back up. Have you recorded how many you have?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. So, you all meet back up at the hotel.
I'll sit on the bed with this bloody box.
Okay. You sit on the bed with the snarling box. They are beginning to get agitated. They have probably eaten the head at this point.
Okay. I always have meat on me, so I'm just gonna feed it through the holes.
Okay. So you have little pieces of people
Mhm.
that you are just dropping in there.
Yeah.
That is being torn apart. When you open the box a little bit, one of them, like, his mouth's come in there. You feed him in order to throw more into the hole.
Yeah. Can I take one out and then close the box?
One of the bites?
Mhm.
Sure. So you reach in and
That's fine.
and you pull one, and one of them is like biting onto the side of your gauntlet, and you kind of like stop it and just kind of scrape him off, and then you're holding one that's.
I want to look at Alex. Come here.
I'm gonna go over.
Did you know that goblins and these things get along really well?
I can. Yeah, I guess they would.
I want to kind of.
It is trying to stretch its face towards your flesh. And
When it opens its mouth, can
I
I
want-
just get like a bunch of like saliva off of it? I want to put it on his face. I want to see if it associates with him as being one.
You start moving its face closer, assuring him that it will associate with him, and it gets as its gnarly fucking teeth start getting closer. It doesn't really have lips; it's just teeth jutting out of like its face, and as it gets closer and closer, it
I
I'll
want to
start
pull out
petting
some
it.
unicorn meat,
until it's
a little
right.
a little cube of unicorn meat, and hand feed it.
Okay, you go to hand feed it. Roll dexterity.
There's a
7. Sleight of hand or straight dex.
Just straight dexterity. Yeah, straight dexterity. I got
12.
Oh, I crushed it. Okay, so you and it's digging into your fingers. You're wearing your gloves. That is what saved your fingers. As
Nice.
you're like, fuck, and you kind of shake it off, and it shakes onto the ground and eats
that
the
didn't work.
unicorn meat and starts hauling ass towards Astride's feet, and goes to bite the flesh on your feet.
I'm just gonna kick it.
Okay, roll strength.
9.
9. You go. You kick it, and it. And you're like, and it is sunken its teeth into your leg. You did harm it, but it won't let go. And you're like, fuck, because it is just. And
What
just-
happens once it has my blood inside of it?
The bites?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Lame.
That's fine.
Get it off my foot.
I'll go over. I'll unlatch it like a bear trap.
As you pull it away. They're just psychotic little eating machines. That's basically
It's
it.
perfect.
It's basically what you got.
It's perfect.
But
Wanna
yeah, they
give
do
these
get
to your
along with
goblins?
goblins.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go put it back in the box.
You
Okay.
should throw them in a soul box.
So, box.
You put it back in the box. When you put it back in the
The
box,
lady.
you have seen that one of them goes and pukes up a small sack that starts to writhe and move and
I'll move with
rip
it.
open, and another one, a very small one, comes out. It just
I'll
had,
take
What are they,
that one.
just had
gremlins?
a baby. They can basically just puke up babies. You don't know how, what constitutes them having babies, but
soul.
I'll
one
take
of them
the
just
baby.
one of them just gave birth.
Aww.
I'll leave them all in there, but I'm taking baby. Because I
Okay.
will try and train this baby.
All right.
You know.
Roll dexterity.
To be a vegetarian.
It's a nat 1.
Okay, you go, "Aw," and one of them jumps on the baby and tears it to pieces, and then they start fighting over its body.
Oh, and
ripping it to
I'll close it. Aw. Here
So-
you go.
It's almost like these creatures don't make sense in nature.
They're perfect.
How do they survive?
Unless the baby somehow rolls away.
They get full. Some of them have stopped snarling and biting. Some of them are just angry that they're in a box but not eating anything.
It's okay, I'll keep
Looks like
feeding
they're
food in.
they've got fat little tongues.
I have some bone. Maybe I'll slide a bone in there. Let them all nibble on it.
Okay, you slide a bone.
Just slide treats in.
So you have a box of nasty biting
Well, now
creatures.
he does. They're for his goblins because Fletcher knows he handles goblins, and that's
Goblin
something she
handler.
can understand.
So as you say that,
That was his whole point of this.
you give them, because they are a gift to the
Yeah.
goblins, which you love. And as you slide that over, and you say, like, these are for the goblins. And as you say goblins, Astride, you hear, Astride. Astride.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Wah. Where are you?
Far.
hear you, I no see.
You're calling out to me.
Are you in Sneakhead?
Yes.
What it look like?
It's dark.
Dark, big,
Empty.
yeah. Hello.
Hello.
It's like a 6-year-old with someone's phone.
Astride,
Yes.
we found someone.
Who?
Scouts.
Scouts?
Human. Valnar. By tree.
They're at the tree.
Hmm?
What'd you do with them?
Got him.
You got them?
Maybe. Eating them.
You're eating them?
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat all of them. Did you eat all of them?
Don't eat all of them.
Keep
Nope.
you. What?
Not all.
Okay. Keep one alive for now.
This one alive.
You can eat him later.
Eat now?
No, eat later.
Eat 2 minutes.
No. When I tell you.
Eat tomorrow.
When I say so.
Okay. Maybe more. Sometimes scouts, sometimes then more scouts. Maybe they start knowing.
Keep an eye out. And I want to tell them that people are snooping around the tree from Valnar.
How many?
How many?
5,
5.
maybe.
Maybe.
It's not too concerning yet.
He said maybe more.
Humans long legs fast. Sometimes vroom vrooms. Two wheel vroom vrooms.
I think we could probably. Wow,
I
we
found a
didn't
rock.
do anything with the heist today, huh? And
After
we had extra muscle.
Nope. You got goblin presents in
That's
there?
You
all the
literally
reason
ripped
why
the
we
whole
didn't.
door off with Fletcher.
We could probably focus on the stuff in town for another session or two, but we should probably
Wow, that's real meta.
for another week or two, and then
Day.
go back to Valnar, Lacuna
The
Tree,
tree.
because we haven't been there in a while.
We can teleport back there, right? With your little house.
I'm not sure.
Your
If
dusty-
we
Didn't
did-
you say we can make points for teleporting?
Yeah, you made a point in the hotel.
Oh
We
wait,
have to
I
travel
remember
back.
we made one in the green pool room.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes, that was the first thing we did once
Okay.
we took it, right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Astride,
He's still there.
Yes.
I found a rock.
I'm gonna stop listening.
Looks like face. And you stop listening.
Looks like face.
Looks like face.
Okay.
Now he's just telling you things that he found. He doesn't know what's important and what's not. He's just telling you everything.
Wait, can I just get Astride? Because I don't know how this works, but can I yell into her mouth, hello, sneak?
Okay, so
'Cause
as
she's
you,
communicating.
as you stop concentrating, you turn and Fletcher grabs the bottom part of your mouth and the top part of your mouth and opens it. And you're like, and she just yells, "Hello, sneak!" Just into her mouth.
Yeah, in her mouth. And I'll let her go.
That's not how that works.
We'll make it work.
Her gauntlets tasted like blood.
Blood and saliva that's foreign to
Blood
you.
and metal and, saliva.
Children's tears.
Literally.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
Old skin flakes from an old priest.
I go wash out my mouth.
Okay, Ashley goes to wash out her mouth. You guys start settling in.
Did it work?
We're gonna go to the tree, right?
What is... Are you guys going
I
to the
tell
tree right
you
now?
yes.
Should we? Or
I'll
Yeah.
believe it.
It's up to you.
I mean, getting back into town might be kind of more difficult now
Why?
because of the.
What'd you do?
Well, just in general.
We got babies.
Oh yeah, I bought this bird.
He did buy it.
Are we calling it, or should we?
Well, what's the plan? Are you guys staying here in the hotel? Or are
You guys
gonna-
want to stay in the hotel or go back to the tree and check it out?
I mean, if we teleport straight back to the tree, we're safe there. I feel like if we stay in the hotel,
Can we then come back here real quick?
Yeah, we have a teleporter in the hotel room, right?
that was. I mean, yes, but I think that was broken from the stadium. So there is a one.
Can you make a new one?
I mean, sure.
Yeah,
Would
the
you allow us
receivers.
to go back into the hotel?
How does this work?
I'm pretty sure you can just go to the Dusk Keep. Read the Dusk Keep.
Yeah,
spell.
no, you make a portal to
You
go
make
to
a
the Dusk
portal
Gate.
to the Dusk Keep.
How do we get back here though?
That's the hard part. Is you might not. You don't have like a teleportation.
What if
This-
I use my ring to make the broken one that we used to use, the on the fly teleporter, make one under the carpet in the hotel room,
Okay.
go to the Dusk Keep,
That's what I thought you had
Okay.
already.
Yes. Okay.
go to the Dusk Keep, use the Dusk Keep to get to the Lacuna Tree because it's right outside,
It's right there. Yeah.
and then when we're done at the Lacuna Tree, put the endpoint of the teleporter back to the hotel.
That's fine. Then you have a teleporter within Valnar and a teleporter to the tree.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So then the wall starts glowing blue I'm doing or green as we start the portal process, and then I'll also start the teleportation circle.
Okay. So as you concentrate on that, I think it takes
A minute.
a minute, to cast just the portal to get there. And you create the portal to the Dusk Keep. You've also finished creating the teleportation circle. You cover it with a rug. And do you go through to the Dusk Keep?
I think we're done here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you all leave into the Dusk Keep, Fletcher, do you go with them?
I'll go because I know there's goblins there. I remember.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
Maybe
you can
Fletcher-
guard the
also
tree.
go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can guard the
That's
tree.
That's a damn That's a damn good
I'll go-
bodyguard of the tree.
Yeah.
I see you trying to meta that in there.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I'll guard the goblins who conveniently are at the
Fletcher
tree.
also doesn't have the best attention span, so we'll see. So she goes
It's
with you.
literally a giant tree with goblins, though.
You enter. What part of the Dusk Keep do you enter?
Let's do just the main courtyard, the front courtyard.
Okay, so you exit onto the front courtyard, and think about too how you want to design the castle, like what you would want it to look like,
Mhm.
strategically or cosmetically or whatever.
Basement strip
Um,
club.
So you enter on like right outside the main gates, because it's still technically on the property of that 1 mile square, and as you enter onto the courtyard, you're still surrounded by like corrupted forest, but it looks like that a lot of it got uprooted and destroyed by the castle itself. So a lot of the trees have fallen, it like let desolation in its wake. And as you're standing there, ready to go, why would you do that? Goddamn thing.
A mission strikes.
Everybody's excited to get back to the tree.
As you're standing
Oh,
there,
wow, this is-
you guys start walking towards the direction of the tree. And as you start walking, Esther, you kind of stop, and you feel like a weird twinge in the back of your head, and you kind of turn towards the Dusk Keep and just sort of stare at it. And you can see up by like the tall, like one of the spires where you had that walkway built. It's still there, and at the top, you kind of strain to see the crow looking back down at you. At least you think it's him. You know it's him. You're looking at it, and as you look down at the rest of the castle, you feel almost like a pull, like a tug towards the inside of it. It wants you to go in there. And as you kind of like focus on it and sort of sense it, I want you to roll Arcana.
Oh boy. Oh. 12.
12. You're not sure where it's pulling you to, but one of the areas inside the castle it wants you to go. But it's weird. You don't need to. You can turn away from it.
I mean,
it's not
let's-
like but just something like that. Maybe the next time you're in the castle, you might want to check out.
Yeah, that's fine.
You left the stove on.
Left the stove on, and that's where we'll call it for now.
So we're walking towards the Lacuna tree
Yes.
from Mazzel's Keep.
Yep.
Right on.
I am totally gonna be
Well
the
done.
favorite.
You're gonna be the bouncer at the Lacuna tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal the box back and I'm gonna go and give it to the goblins because they understand.
You're
I'll
not
just
Yes.
give it to you. I
You
won't
will
fight
not be
for the box.
staying at the Lacuna
Yes, she
tree
is
forever.
forever, and she'll sit in the
This is
green
where I'll
I will
live.
not have
Well-
Deus Ex Machina barbarian.
She'll sit in the green
Well,
pool and
what
just
does
fight
she
off
want to
anybody
do?
that comes in, so she's invincible, you know?
And you can't kill her because that's Julie's character.
If the player wants to do something,
Yeah.
you as a DM's gonna say no, you can't do that.
I mean,
You're gonna
That is
tell her
true.
that her character can't stay
That
there?
is true. Julie, would
I-
Fletcher stay there?
If there's goblins there
That's
and she
true.
has new babies for these baby
Oh
goblins,
shit!
I mean,
She can train
she's
them.
gonna hang out for a good long
We have an
while.
animal trainer.
Every day, roll a
Keep her chained
a constitution or like a
into the tree so that she
wisdom
can
with
teach.
some sort of concentration check on you versus a d20.
That sounds good.